Oh, okay, I'm actually live on. I just realized now that I'm not live. But here we go. We just got past the trailer, and this is Mark Roberts here. Why are they advertising that you can play for free when the game is free? Oh, well, there's still a lot of people that don't know Path of Exile, so they generally just try to, put that out there. Because with Path of Exile 2, you do have to have a key to play, so you technically isn't free to play this. So maybe people watching who play PoE 2 that never really played PoE 1 don't know the difference, sort of thing. So I could see that would be the reason why they're marketing it as free to play.
As you just saw from the trailer,
and like I said, cosmetics and stash tabs are the only things you buy.
Into the new Path of Exile Secrets of the Atlas in-game update. Then we'll explore the new challenge league.
That's pretty interesting because I pretty much
we'll cover the integration of gold into PoE 1.
I think I've done most of the in-game last league.
Finally, we have a much-awaited upgrade to Betrayal League and a set of quality of life improvements. Then we'll wrap up by discussing our boss kill race event, showing you our new
the one that passed or one to come,
and ending with a live Q&A session where Ziggy D will ask Jonathan and I
questions
from Twitch chat. In Path of Exile Secrets of the Atlas, strange rifts have begun to appear across the Atlas.
Oh, another random rift.
And appears to be trapped within.
We gotta save her, maybe.
You will meet Egan, an intelligent man of mysterious heritage. These tears in reality he has discovered
mysterious heritage. Didn't Reveal say he was the brother of Zana?
Create a link to these memory threads and open portals to them. Working with Egan, you must step through and find Zana, or whatever
His
remains
little Zana. Oh, okay. Hopefully that means by memory, not actually just an arm or something.
Expansion actually work? In the Secrets of the Atlas, the pursuit of Zana with Egon is a new storyline that is introduced in high-tier maps. Upon meeting Egan and discovering the tier, he will then
they are spoiling the lore before we get to play that. Well, it'll be like the when you're playing them, when you'll discover like the actual cutscenes that happen. Like, effectively, the story is Zana. Zana joined up with some people. We first helped Zana to beat, I think it was Elder or the Shaper or the Elder or the Shaper, one or the other. One of them's her dad, and we helped to stop them, and then she teamed up with some exiles that had been lost in the map, and they became the conquerors. And those conquerors, then you fought those conquerors. And I think that's when you fight the Elder. Then I think Shaper's her dad, and then the Elder. This is going off memory. It's PoE 1 lore. And yeah, you fight the Elder, and then there was also other stuff to do with the Maven, and that was another additional in-game thing, which is you fight Maven, the Eater of Worlds, and the Searing Exarch. Those are that's the other part of the in-game, and then we kind of haven't heard from Zana since. She kind of betrayed us and teamed up with the things, so she betrayed us, now she's stuck in the Atlas. And yeah, we kind of there was Sirius along the way as well. I don't know where Sirius falls in. He's another in-game thing that I don't remember how he fits in. I think that was when we maybe last. Maybe that's what happened in the middle, and then yeah, can't remember overly. But Zana was lost in the map, is what it's basically come to, and now I guess we're gonna go try and get her back.
And reveal this on your Atlas.
Okay, so a little bit like memories. Yep, memories.
In order to now access each map on the thread, you simply need to talk to Egan when you're ready, and he'll open the areas in sequence.
Yep.
These areas can be fully influenced by your
this
Atlas tree,
kind of was already in the
fragments, and everything of the sort.
That's pretty cool. Free maps.
As you work your way along the thread, you will discover that these maps have manifested dangerous threats, influenced by the memories of Zana herself.
Okay.
Monsters here are imbued with memory petals. Defeat them to absorb this power, which can be unleashed as a special ability.
You're actually getting currency of petals.
Different maps on the thread have different abilities, and these abilities appear on an additional mini skill bar next to your regular skills.
Sure, so like Val skills, but different.
Cause all affected monsters to stop dropping equipment items, meaning they can now only drop more valuable items, like currency
Okay.
and maps.
Can we get that for like the rest of the game? Can that just be a core mechanic just to turn off drops you don't care about?
Twice as much experience and drops from them. And Memory of Impatience will cause all surrounding enemies to give you their souls, temporarily increasing your power.
There was
As you progress further,
an update where they stopped showing. So if you've got an item filter, so you see how the items show up on the ground there. You've got an item filter which was you chuck that in and it pre-tells you what you want to see and all that jazz. And there was an update where they made it so that you didn't see the items models on the ground, the things that weren't on your loot filter, because there was instances where it was like at a very extreme instance point where like items on the ground were really taxing the GPU a little bit more. So like they hid them from view. Technically, you can still like reveal them and click on them, but they're just hidden from the actual scenery until you either pick it up or just ignore it, and it just declutters the ground a little bit, because there are times where like the entire ground could be covered just in loot.
Into the thread of memories, the maps can have more than one memory, and thus you can have more than one powerful ability. As you gather memory petals, you can use these powers together. Each skill costs its own amount of memory petals. So using the examples above, you can first use Memory of Impatience to become way more powerful.
ASD, okay.
Then use Memory of Panic to prepare them to revive when they are slain. Then use Memory of Disbelief to cause them to drop better, more valuable items.
Okay.
Finally, obliterate
Loot explosions.
them all. The Memory of Panic will kick in, causing them to revive, and then wipe them out again, allowing you to get all the experience and enhanced drops twice.
Okay.
There are
that's a
many
bit of a delay.
combinations of these powers, so you'll have to
That's a bit of a
consider
delay
how
if they
best
are
work together.
reviving. Hello, Boba.
That's not the
Thank you
only
for the
extra layer
contribution.
of content juicing these maps offer. As you defeat the boss of each map along
You'll
the thread,
bleed.
you are presented with an altar.
Okay.
This altar will apply a modifier to all following maps in the thread.
100% increased quantity of petals found. Okay, I thought there was a quantity of items. I was like, huh. Okay, it's just petals found, not items found. I was like, that's an insane item boost.
Maps in the thread.
If that was what it
These will
was.
stack as you go. So the deeper you delve into a memory, the more mods you will have.
No costs applied to this area have no cost, huh?
Combined with the special abilities, will allow for some of the most juice maps ever run in Path of Exile. Let's take a look at some of the altar mods.
I'm sure we'll see that.
Presented with two choices and
That's for rare monsters in the area to be possessed.
This mod, for example, will cause some rare monsters to be possessed by tormented spirits.
You're running tormented spirits
makes
on your atlas. That's pretty good.
Both of these
so that one's kind of
subsequent maps in the thread. The final map in each
maps. So what does it say? Map crafts applied to this area have no cost. I'm assuming that means in the actual map device, the league choices, because if you could just put it in there and just chuck what was it, chaoses after chaoses or like whatever, just chuck all your currency at it and doesn't actually use it up, that would be weird. But
both of these
I don't fully I'm assuming it's the map crafts itself.
The final map in each thread is a true challenge, with all
Shield
the ultra
Bleach.
mods applying to it and guarded by a powerful boss.
Play Shield Bleed. It's taking down these bosses. That means
dreamlike. Drawn from Zana's memories,
what should we do?
Warped by the Atlas into something very different and terrifying.
But well, different. I recognize that one attack that you show.
Fueled by Zana's affectionate memories of him, his enhanced abilities can prove to be a unique challenge. If you manage to defeat Cirrus, or one of the other warped memory bosses, they will drop a map fragment, which Egan can use to delve deeper into the memory tears.
Yes, that's usually in-game. You get fragments.
You can access a set of 3 new pinnacle bosses.
Wow!
In this
I'm sure none of them will one-shot me 6 times in a row.
Is reliving a memory of her father, Valdo, giving a passionate speech in Oriath. The Atlas distorts this memory of her father as a powerful, influential man, and manifests those emotions into a twisted...
The incarnation of dread.
The incarnation of dread.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Another
bullet hell.
memory created is the incarnation of neglect and the incarnation of fear. Good luck, exiles.
Okay. These look like they're gonna be PoE 2
Of
bosses.
course, if you are brave and strong enough
I
to
wonder.
defeat them, each of these new pinnacle bosses have new unique items befitting them.
Okay.
If you slay the incarnation of fear, you might be lucky enough to find the
Good
Starcaller
game.
unique abyssal axe.
Waste of weapon damage, extra physical of a random. Okay, so that's okay, but good crit, good base, well, good enough base damage, but not. I don't know what the Starfall is. I'm not sure what Starfall is and what the cooldown of that would be, but damage, extra damage is random element. Depends on if this is a spell or an attack, whether it will benefit from that part.
We're gonna show this one because it's straight up badass.
Yeah.
The Starcaller axe is
Oh,
a weapon
okay.
that can harness the
Okay.
power of the stars themselves to deal immense damage.
Yeah.
What makes it shine, however, is that on melee crit, it casts Starfall, a new skill. With the right build, you can carpet entire areas
Starfall could be a
and
base
wipe out
skill you can get
streams of
anyway.
enemies as you
It's
rain
just,
down the elements upon them. Another
I
item you
mean,
may find.
there is a point where every skill is going to be like a sub. There are only so many skills you can make that won't that make you think of like, oh, that's just another skill. It looks like Firestorm of Pelting or even Bladefall, but just slightly different. But I
And this
get
one
it.
is my
It's a new
favorite,
quote
is
unquote
the
skill.
Wine of the Prophet unique
It's a random
phase.
divination buff.
It consumes a lot of charges, but every time you use it, you draw a random divination card. This card appears above you and correlates to a powerful buff. If you
Okay.
draw the Escape card,
Interesting.
you'll gain increased movement speed. Or maybe you'll draw the Doctor, which will cause you to gain the modifiers of slain rares you can. Effectively, you can think of this unique as being many other uniques.
That's pretty cool.
One.
That's pretty
There are
cool.
many cards to draw.
Yeah,
each
like
with varying degrees of power.
there's a lot of divination cards.
Okay, but let's get back to the Atlas. After defeating all
A lot of
three new
divination
pinnacle
cards to get a
bosses,
lot of different
you'll
effects
be
that I can
able to
see.
find new memory-influenced Tier 16 maps. These maps come with the
Wow.
previously mentioned special
Areas
abilities
influenced by
and
originator's
monsters
memories.
infused with memory pedals, but can also roll the same modifiers typically found on Tier 17 maps, making them
Lovely.
far more rewarding.
Lovely to see. I guess that's
With all these new memory maps comes a
it takes
new
some
art
of the
items in these maps are
profitability
drop
away
with
from
memory
tier 17
strands,
maps, which
and will have a random amount up to 100.
are a little bit
This
hard to
does
get
a
to for
few
some
things.
people.
When you identify the item, it will increase the tiers of modifiers your item has. Generally speaking,
What did that
the
just say?
more memory strands, the better the item will be.
I
When
missed
you
that.
identify the item up to 100. This does memory strands,
Maybe that's what.
and will have a random amount up to 100. This
Okay.
does a few things. When you identify the item, it will increase the tiers of modifiers your item has. Generally speaking, the more memory strands, the better the item will be. On top of
Okay.
this, whenever you're crafting that item using currency orbs to replace or add modifiers, such as
Ooh.
alterations, chaos, and so forth, it will consume some memory strands to make the crafted mods more powerful. The new pinnacle bosses also drop new craft.
That's interesting. That's gonna lead. It's another one of those situations where a base item itself, like something just dropped on the ground, and a base item itself can be worth just something because of it being the base item that it is. Like it could be a high item level, meaning you can get higher modifiers, but now adding an extra layer of it's got this amount of memory strands, so you're gonna have a good craft on this thing. I can see that being very interesting. Depends on how deterministic it is alongside the existing crafting things, because if you do crafts on it with the crafting bench, you could probably maybe have a better chance to guarantee a specific mod, having a better chance of getting a mod with
which can be used to manipulate
memory
the
strands.
amount of memory strands on an item.
Okay.
The Orb of Remembrance will let you add memory strands to any normal equipment. So if you
Okay.
have your perfect base to craft on, and it doesn't already have
Okay, that's
memory
pretty cool.
strands,
That's pretty cool.
you
You
can
can just
before
add
crafting
some.
it. The Orb of
Assuming there's gonna
Unraveling
be-
will consume
yeah.
all remaining memory strands on an item to randomly upgrade its mod tiers. This orb's effectiveness is based on the number of memory strands it consumes. The Orb of
Interesting.
Intention can be used on memory-influenced maps to reduce item drops.
Okay, so I was gonna say there,
But
like, I'm glad they didn't give an option to just keep adding more. It has to be more memory strands on a normal type item, not just like on
improve the
a
chance to
rare
find items
or
with memory
even below.
strands. In the process of adding these new currency items, we realized something was missing. The Shaper and the Elder did not have their own Exalted Orbs. This has now been rectified.
Yeah.
Both bosses now
It's a weird one that this one hadn't been around for a while.
Zana was there from the beginning, when the Shaper Pinnacle fight was first added.
Have the influencer orbs for the Conquerors. Yeah.
Now, with all 6 influence types having their own Exalted Orbs, the cycle is complete.
They didn't have the Elder or Shaper ones, which was kind of like a weird thing that had been up till now.
New, epic, unique item to interact with them. In other
okay.
news, there of course has to be Atlas passive
Good old
tree
teasers
for this new in-game content. Let's take a look at a few things we're adding.
Okay.
The Grasp the Past notable passive skill increases the chance for the amount of memory strands on items dropped in your memory influence.
This is another thing where they're adding changing the Atlas passive to have stuff related to the tree itself, which people have talked about before, where it becomes almost necessary to take these nodes if you're going to be playing a league where like the main mechanic is this. So yeah, I know memory strands on the equipment. There's a 50% chance to be lucky, which means it rolls twice.
It will roll the number of memory strands twice, keeping the highest value.
So if it rolls 50 and 90, it's going to go 90.
Remembered kindness, or educated upbringing, you'll decrease the chance of finding memory threads that lead to specific...
Hang on. This entire thing is memory stuff then. This is... Then they maybe moved the Maven stuff down here?
Bosses, meaning you'll have better chances at finding the memory threads you would like to run. This is especially useful if you want to target farm a specific boss because of its unique item drops.
You're trying to...
The secrets of the Atlas will have you questioning what is real. As you
also, if your build can only handle a certain boss, it helps a little bit easier.
You'll fight new Guardian and Pinnacle bosses tormenting her, find crazy new Pinnacle uniques, combine and unleash memory petal empowered skills, juice maps to new heights, and craft powerful new items.
Except that I don't see any petals in this instance.
While we were showing all the juicy rewards from the new in-game system, you might have noticed that a lot of gold was dropping. Let's talk about that.
More gold?
Gold was introduced during the Settlers of Kalgur expansion. It funded the
development
and operations of King's March, along with various new features such as the currency exchange, the black market.
Very nice.
And the
so why doesn't it show like a... Nah. See, GGG, this is where you screwed up. You were doing like random two-handers. You should have been doing belts and should have made it a guaranteed chance to get a Mage Blood. Just to mess with people. Just to mess with their expectations of getting a Mage Blood from gambling.
And the passive respec system with Faustus.
Alright. Yep.
Those features offered by Faustus will be here to
Very
stay,
nice changes.
along
Cool.
with some of the other services King's March has to offer. We'll get
Looks
more
like we've
into
only
that
got
later,
4.
but don't worry. King's March has
Yes.
already been completed. There will be no more town building. Like
before, okay.
Gold will be used for town services, but we're also...
That's what they meant by completed. So before you had to like basically invest into buying all these different spots. So you'd have to like get an extra... You start off with 1 farming patch and you'd have to get 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I guess they mean by it starts completed, so you don't have to go through the tedium of having to build it yourself, which is kind of nice, because doing that for 8 months on PoE 1 it's been a little tedious.
A new way to use it in the upcoming league. It's time to talk about Mercenaries of Trathus.
That doesn't explain why gold dropped. They dropped more gold though. They started that by saying, "Oh, the gold's dropping more." It's like, oh well. The one thing I would like for quality life, if it doesn't come up, is being able to sell your equipment to a vendor to get gold, because that's in PoE 2, which means you can get gold a little bit easier that way, whereas in PoE 1 you can only get gold by just running maps effectively. Hello, Tox. we're just reacting to the Path Exalt 3.26 reveal thing. I'm doing a react, my first react. Thank you for the contribution. Hope you're having a good day. Just talking about gold. They introduced gold, and in PoE 2 you can sell equipment to a vendor to get gold, but you could also sell it to you could break it down to get like shards of currency you can use. And I would like it if there is the ability to sell the equipment to a vendor to get thing. It just depends on how manageable that is. I don't know if it's unmanageable, if it becomes too frustrating to deal with. Having to add it because then they have to add it. They'll have to go through and add a gold value to each individual item, which I don't know if they have the specific time to. It depends on if they actually do it or not. But like if they did that, that'd be nice, because a lot of my gameplay of Settlers was just trying to find the right setup just to have like a good amount of gold to come in, to be able to just complete the thing. But we'll see how it goes.
They're ready to offer their sinister services.
See if the gold buff is a gold buff in general that you don't have to worry about selling stuff to a vendor.
One in each area. They have their own personalities and come with different
friends,
skills, and items already equipped. After meeting them, as per the Trathan code, they will challenge you to a duel, a test of strength and conviction.
1v1 me, bro.
Before beginning the duel, you will be offered an overview of the mercenary you've encountered. Here, you can see the gear they have equipped, the skills they employ, and any support effects augmenting those skills.
Molten Well.
You must now make a choice.
New skill?
You can hire their services, take one of their items, or exile them. If you choose to hire them, for a gold cost, they will accompany you as a skilled combatant to assist you in fighting monsters throughout Rayclast.
Until they die? Or do they respawn?
Once you've decided, you can begin the duel. This is a great opportunity to test them, as you don't want to be out of pocket with a useless rookie. However, they're testing you too. They also don't want to be working for an amateur. So, what items might they be using?
Imagine if one of these guys are just offering a mirror up. That'd be crazy.
Gear is more powerful than what you'd normally find from defeating monsters.
More powerful than what you find in PoE 2. Haha!
They can also come equipped with unique items. Those that would make sense for the skills they are using. There are even some new
that makes
unique
sense for
items
shield
that
throw.
can only be obtained from defeating them. One such unique is Scorn Flux. These boots combine agility with the mastery of the arcane.
There's a movement speed.
Increases to cast speed from Arcane Surge.
Increase to cast speed from Arcane Surge also applies to movement speed. How far can you get that? Because if that replaces your movement speed, I feel like you can get better than 30% or even 35%.
To movement speed, which
There's got to be a way to do that.
Is now 20% inherently from Arcane Surge, up from 10. They also
and they buffed it as well.
When you use a movement skill. This allows for some speedy spellcasters.
That's pretty interesting.
Sometimes you may meet particularly infamous Trathan mercenaries, bearing the name of their house. These mercenaries descend from the 4 major death trade families in Trathis. They are less common, but have far better items. And they are also the sole source of items with new, infamous modifiers, unseen before in Rayclast, such as these gloves, which convert all of your fire damage to chaos damage.
Okay,
or this
interesting.
Helmet, which causes nearby enemies to take more physical damage as you gain more fortification.
Okay, that's an okay buff. It's not like
any of their equipped gear, however,
amazing.
You can always challenge them for the contents of their pockets. If you lose the duel,
so if you just take one item.
You aren't bound to Trathan tradition like that. However, you are bound to Rayclast tradition. So
don't die.
You'll just die.
Yeah. And they just dip. Okay. Funny.
While playing in a party, each player can decide whether or not they want to participate in combat against the mercenary. For each player that opts in, the mercenary gets more difficult. But if they're defeated, each player has a 50% chance to get a random reward, which is usually currency items from the mercenary's pouch.
Okay, interesting. Party play stuff.
Alternatively,
just thinking about party versus solo.
Out of the fight can spectate and cheer you on, or they might wish for your demise, so they can
just divine onto the side there.
Waiting off screen.
dead. Good.
Let's say you won the duel,
Wow.
like their items, and have decided to
What
hire
a
them.
little roach.
What combat skills do they bring to the table?
Loot goblin.
Each mercenary has an archetype. Here, this mercenary is an eruptor, which
I
perfectly
did have
couples with
a
slower-
friend I played PoE 1 with at one point where they would you could tell when something dropped, like you hear something drop off screen. Something's dropped, and it's probably for you because you can see them on the minimap just stop. They're sitting next to it, waiting. They don't say, "Oh, something dropped for you. A big item dropped for you." They're just waiting there to pick it up themselves. And I'll walk over there and see it's for me, and then pick it up, and now I'll call them out for it.
More aura-focused Scion.
They do it
This
often.
mercenary is highly aggressive, and will get a lot of benefit from the auras and buffs I provided.
Yep.
When I'm playing a more aggressive character myself, though, I'll want a mercenary with a bit more resilience and utility.
You can have a
I've
tank.
just run into a striker, who can spawn with Vigilant Strike. And if you're lucky, a very rare golden support that causes the fortify granted by his Vigilant Strike to apply to me as well. He will also
That's pretty
frequently
cool.
use Enduring
That's pretty
Cry,
cool.
taunting enemies off of me.
They used to be
Offering
a
as tanky frontline
unique
while I
jewel
blitz off damage from the back.
for a skill for the
Sometimes when
vigilant
you fight
strike
a
that you could
mercenary,
actually do.
You may notice the skills they're using are different from normal.
That's very
For
good.
example, this sniper is using a Trathan version of Siege Ballista. If you're lucky, you will be able to select it as your reward when challenging them. Then defeat them,
Okay.
and they'll drop the Trathan gem as promised.
Okay, new gems. Okay.
You can only have one mercenary accompanying you at a time, but up to 3 total in your service. The other 2
Can
will
you-
wait patiently in town.
Okay.
Having varied options
So you have to
is useful,
dismiss. Okay, you
as there
dismiss
may be
them.
situations where you need specific backup, like a difficult boss fight.
That's pretty cool because like there are
Many
sometimes
of
where
your
you just run into a
mercenaries you
boss that
have
just
active
has
or
damage
in
that
your reserves
you can't
can
deal
have
with.
their equipment replaced with items of your choosing.
Oh, resistances you can't deal with.
They don't level up,
Okay.
so you will want to be looking out
Glitching.
for more skilled and more powerful mercenaries as you advance through the campaign and endgame.
Greater kinetic blast.
If your mercenary falls in combat, you will need to return
Greater
to town
kinetic
and spend some
blast. I
gold
saw
on
that.
healing supplies to get them back on their feet.
Trigger slam. Trigger
Then
slam.
perhaps consider giving them some upgrades, if you think it's
They're like-
deserved. I just wanted
Revealing
to
a few
clarify,
things in the skills there.
mercenaries do not lose their equipment when defeated.
Okay, cool. You can just take them out if you
If your
wanted to
merc
take them
buddy
back.
consistently fails you, you can just dismiss them and find a new, more resilient ally.
Goodbye, Jojo. Take the belt as well. Take it all. Take everything.
Earlier, I mentioned you could exile mercenaries. If you keep running into a mercenary archetype and you think, man, this guy stinks, their gear is trash and they have no auras, you can then
Yeah.
choose to exile them. If you win the duel,
Get 'em outta
they'll
here.
be forced to leave with their tail between their legs, and you won't encounter that archetype again for a while.
Yeah. Okay, so if you
alongside these new
don't want to,
Trathan arrivals,
fight the same
we
thing
shouldn't
over and over
forget about
again.
the recent Kalgurin ones too. As we mentioned earlier, the Settlers update introduced gold-based respeaking of passive points.
Yep.
You can
okay.
now do so by talking to a number of NPCs throughout Rayclast, starting
Okay.
with Bestel and Lionized Watch.
That's a nice little follow
Black
off
market
here.
item gambling, previously just available in Kingsmarch, is now available in each town at the same NPC. This lets you buy
Okay.
randomly generated item bases for gold.
Again,
Very
you,
useful
buy,
if you're
buy
searching for
belts
upgrades,
to show us a
searching
mage
for
blood.
specific
Show
loot.
us gambling a mage
The
blood. That'd be
currency
funny.
exchange will be returning too. Starting from Lionized Watch in Act 6, you'll be able to find
Of course it's
Faustus
returning.
to help facilitate these trades. Now,
Of course it's returning. If
after
they didn't
almost a year
return
of
it, it would be
building,
like
Johan is
crazy.
finally satisfied with the upgrades made to the town. And now its services can be
good. They
used
had
at
8
full
months
effect.
to have a town.
Kingsmarch
be
is going
developed.
core, but there will be no more town building.
Ooh.
As you start
Very
running
nice.
maps in the endgame, you'll start to find different ore veins, which Kalgurin workers can mine for you.
Yep.
The shipping mechanic invites you to send these ores and crops to Karui and Kalgurin
This will have to
ports,
be
and they'll return
Angel,
rewards
but
in
I think.
kind. By sending shipments, you'll receive different items, but by sending to Karui port, you will also receive tattoos, which can be used on your passive tree to change what stats they grant.
Yep,
The
you know that.
Calgary ports will be sending back rune grafts, which is a new passive tree mechanic that replaces
Rune
the
grafts.
runesmithing
Where's this?
service previously offered by the town.
Ah, okay.
These are similar to tattoos, but instead of replacing stat nodes, they replace a passive tree mastery node.
Sorry, I can't see that. Okay, so so we don't have the rune crafting stuff, rune smithing stuff was actually pretty busted. There's a lot of crazy stuff there. 20% chance for skills to not consume a cooldown on use. That's not reliable enough, I think.
For example, Runegraft of the Bound reduces bonuses gained from boots, but increases bonuses gained from gloves.
You want the kind of the other way to get more movement speed.
Has a chance to recover your life to full if you reach low life.
Okay.
And the Runegraft of Time.
That 20% chance on reaching low life, recover to full life.
If you reach low life. And the Runegraft
That's only a
of Time,
1%.
which has a chance for your cooldown skills to instantly recover from their cooldown. Which I will note includes cooldowns on your triggers. Just in case you wanted to
triggers, I guess, yeah. That's not so bad with triggering.
Which cover a wide range of different builds and stats.
For each
Some
unlinked
are more common and others rarer. You can only use one of a
walk
given
out
type
speed
at
if you
a
have not
time,
recorded
but you can use them on any mastery
reduced
of your
attributes, 40% increased
which
global
can be particularly useful
defenses.
for off-class investment. Isla
Crazy.
has continued to make modifications to the Recombinator. She has developed a new
Yeah.
method of recombination that you may
Is it gonna be the
recognize from
PoE2?
Path of
Yeah,
Exaltation.
it's the PoE2 one.
For those
It's the
unfamiliar,
PoE2 one.
this
I knew it
method
was
allows
coming.
you to decide which modifiers on the two input items
I knew this
you
was
want to try
coming.
merge together, and it has a success chance you can see. This method can result in the items being destroyed. However, it is a good option to use when trying to create
PoE 1 players, they sorted out how to use recombinating, so they're changing the way it works to this system because this gives you a percentage chance, like it shows, and it's a little bit more
items with fewer mods
less busted than the okay, less busted than the one that was in
the existing recombinating mechanic was very powerful for topping
PoE 1 at the moment.
We didn't want to remove it. We have
It's a good thing.
Now choose to use it the old way or the new way.
Oh, okay.
By letting fate decide
Okay, never mind.
the two items
Never mind.
there is no risk
They're
of
allowing you to do
destroying the
both.
item,
That's
but it will
pretty.
be less predictable.
Yeah. See, like they've determined. They basically found ways to deterministically get absolutely insane items.
Passive tree support. For example, if you wanted to gather more Verisium ore, you could take this notable. Each ore has a similar node.
Okay, cool. Settler stuff.
Refiner's Bargain converts items dropped by possessed monsters into thaumaturgic dust, sulfite into random ores, and life
Around
force
at this
into
atlas,
random
we're gonna have to
crops.
learn a new atlas again. What atlas
We've
passive?
also added a set of Calguran scarabs, so you can add more ore deposits, increase the rarity of monsters that guard ore deposits to at least magic, or gather smelted bars from ore you mark instead of ores.
Limited to 2.
To sum
Okay.
it all up, Kingsmarch is now a thriving town where you can employ a swath of workers to collect resources, refine ores, craft items,
The additional
and run maps for you. Send
ores.
shipments of resources in exchange for tattoos and rune grafts.
So it showed the one that gives you additional ores. I wonder if that counts towards getting additional Starfall creators, or if those are generated on a different thing. Starfall creators would replace the Verisium ore cropping thing. So it depends on if Starfall creators spawn. Like if it's a chance to get a Verisium, and then there's an additional chance to get a Starfall creator on top of that, whether or not it will, if it goes like that, or if there's like there's a separate calculation on it being, if it's ever going to be a Starfall creator.
Following on from that, we've also
Like if you
made
could
some
imagine
stat-
if it's like 30% chance to be Verisium, and then the rest whatever, and then like there's like 10% chance for it to be a Starfall creator. Like there's two different chances for it to roll there, or if it's like there's a 30% chance for it to be a Verisium, and then like an additional 30% chance for it to be a Starfall crater. This depends on.
Another important mechanic.
It could matter because the shield, the Svalin, unless they change the
To
Svalin
explain to new players,
shield.
let's briefly
Depends.
explain what betrayal is.
Yep.
Betrayal is a mechanic
People
introduced
betrayed
in
us.
Act 9 and tells the story of Jun Ortoi and her investigation of the Immortal Syndicate. This is a mysterious group of exiles who can seemingly come back from death. You must help Jun to
I do
uncover
love
their
the
leader,
mechanic and the
Mastermind.
story behind it.
The Immortal Syndicate is organized into 4 divisions: transportation, fortification, research, and intervention.
Mm-hmm.
As you encounter the Immortal Syndicate members, you'll gain intelligence for each of these divisions to discover the location of their leaders, tracking them to their safe houses. Defeating the division leaders at their safe houses will reward you with intelligence on the Syndicate Mastermind. In your journey to track down the Syndicate leader, you'll manipulate the members of the Immortal Syndicate to change divisions,
This is all pretty
form friendships
standard.
and rivalries, and even banish them from the Syndicate for a time.
Yeah. Gravicious is going to get nerfed, I can probably tell that.
And defeating the Syndicate Mastermind, the state of the Immortal Syndicate would reset, requiring you to start from the beginning of the investigation again. This has always been a difficult decision for players and can often feel bad.
Are they just going to not reset it?
The Mastermind for a chance at the special loot, or keep farming the safe houses that you've spent so long setting up? Well, in the Secrets of the Atlas expansion, we've split out the Mastermind to be completely separate from the core mechanic. The boss is now accessible through a new fragment that has a chance to drop from the safe house leaders at high levels. The Mastermind no longer resets the state of the Immortal Syndicate. You can now build your betrayal board to your liking,
they can just keep going. Okay.
optimize it, do Mastermind
That's kind of busted. Depends on if Gravicious was nerfed or not. Gravicious was like the last standing bastion of betrayal, having some loot that you can get from the mechanic.
And new rewards.
Gravicious, if he was in transportation and a mastermind, he'd give you 2 chests, and those 2 chests drop a full stack of divination cards. And if he's at the highest rank he can be, he'll drop. Okay, he gives you 2. I think it's 2 if you're in the mastermind. I don't know. I can't remember if it's 1 in the normal instances with him, but it gives you like it removes a lot. It kills a lot of the stank divination cards you can get, so there's better chances of getting good divination card sets. Depends on if they've nerfed that one. They probably nerfed it. It was kind of redonkulous how good it was.
Engage with it at your own pace. The Mastermind still has a chance to drop a Veiled Orb, now renamed to Veiled Exalted Orb.
Yeah, they
Veiled Chaos Orbs are being re-added to other safe house leaders.
That one randomizes it, and the other one exalts it.
The Mastermind now drops the new All Flame Embers. All Flame Embers
are packs
that replace monster packs in in-game maps with different types of special monsters. These packs have unusual properties, compositions, or rewards.
That's pretty cool.
For example, you might use the All Flame Ember of Kulamak, which replaces packs with Syndicate monsters and their leaders, who revive after the map boss has been slain.
Okay.
This might at first sound annoying due to backtracking, but these monsters when revived are far more intense and rewarding. It is our intention with All Flames to provide many different types that combine with other mechanics, multiplying with your existing modifiers in new and interesting ways. Another good example of this is the All Flame Ember of Propagation. When slain,
throw so many things at me.
Monsters added by this All Flame here will spread their modifiers to other rare monsters in the map. This can be useful when trying to create singular, very powerful, and very rewarding monsters. Something akin to meat sacks, which are making a reinvented comeback with this update too.
Yeah. What are the meat sacks?
Another is the All Flame Ember of Resplendence, which adds monsters that drop no items. But when you slay them, you get buff stacks of increased quantity and rarity to enhance the drops of all of the monsters. All Flame Embers can be placed in your map device like scarabs.
Over
used
time.
in conjunction with scarabs to further customize your maps. We're looking forward to seeing which combinations players find to enhance their maps.
Hello, Palcane. Welcome on in. Maybe having a good day. Oh, I already got my bottle.
I'm in space. Space.
I'm
in space.
Hope you're having a
Space.
good day.
Space.
We're doing reacting to PoE 1's content thing. We're halfway through. Well, 30 minutes through.
5, 2, 5, 4.
And we're just looking at all these new things. This is probably a very expensive character. I don't know what this is. This looks like a... Is this a new amulet? Can't tell. The Stygian belt, but like, I don't know what this is.
Perhaps you'll use
I
all
guess.
scarabs, all flames, or maybe mix and match. It's up to you.
You're only showing 5 there. Did they get rid of...
Items have also been improved. The veiled modifiers generated on these items are now from a custom pool exclusive to those uniques.
Good.
Bitter bind
Good.
For example, now
+1 maximum number of specters. Raised specters fire 2 additional projectiles. Huh. That's pretty nice. Just got off work. Woo! Nice. You can relax. We're just gains arcane surge when you your specters also gain arcane surge when you do, which means they gain extra cast speed because of the buffs to cast speed. So if you use these alongside the boots, you'll have a good reason to have arcane surge invested into. Increase spell chance per. Okay, so you can
I have
crit
various
a little bit.
spectre-specific outcomes,
Sure.
such as +1 additional spectre. Aside
Pretty nice.
from improved rewards from the mastermind, all the safe house rewards have also been rebalanced. We've done a
Knew that was
pass on the
coming.
crafting sprees at the end of many safe houses. For those
A
who
lot more
aren't
time,
aware
but-
how these crafting sprees work, well,
That's a lot more
it's simple.
time.
There's a crafting bench with an item in it and a bunch of currency. There's a limited amount of time, and your only objective is to craft the best item
Orb of
possible
conflict?
before the time ends.
Okay.
One of the problems that the crafting sprees have is that they often require you to have specific items on hand in order to best maximize your result.
Yeah.
But how are you supposed to know that beforehand? In order to solve this, most of the crafting sprees now offer pre-generated items. This has also allowed us to add much more powerful crafting options in each spree.
There's not a
Let's
lot
take a
there.
look
They've
at
given us a
examples.
lot more time, but taken away a lot of things.
In this spree, a randomly generated amulet or ring will be waiting for you.
Sorry, that's a reflecting mist? A reflecting mist? Huh? That's pretty cool. Just a free reflecting mist like
Test
that.
your crafting skill or luck with this reflecting mist crafting spree, and see if you can create something.
It's only really
worthy of
good
the
when you've got like
sprees.
a really good item to use it on and you're locking it, and it can be really important there.
In
Like,
this spree, you will find a pre-generated unique item and a new kind of orb that resembles a Val orb, but not
sorry, what did that just say?
pre-generated unique item and a new kind of orb that resembles.
Corrupts a unique item. Modifying unpredicting can modify corrupted items. Items corrupted this way have up to two implicit modifiers. Okay.
A Val orb, but not quite the same. Normally,
So you can just get
only
extra
corrupt
2.
an item once, but uniques
And
in
just
this
keep
spree can
going.
be corrupted and recorrupted.
The way that
as
the
many
hands of
times as there are orbs.
whatever it is.
This orb also allows you to get 2 corrupted implicits and has a much lower chance to brick the item. It can be a very useful tool for seeking specific corrupted implicit outcomes. Of course, if you push your luck, you can still ruin the item.
Yeah.
There are
I guess
also
there's a
crafting
chance
sprees
per
where you still
time
need
that's
to
been used
provide
on
an
it,
item,
maybe.
but those items are generally more accessible and it occurs less frequently.
Okay.
This one allows you to bring your
That was
own
the-
normal rarity item. Then just go ballistic with a whole ton of scouring orbs and orbs of chance, hoping to get your ideal unique.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
For most sprees, the rank of the syndicate
chances
member
at getting a
increases the
mage
amount
blood.
of currency provided, the quality of the pre-generated items, and the time allowed to craft your item.
Yeah.
Aside from the crafting sprees, there are other new options too.
Actor's lens.
If you love gambling for
More
currency,
things.
how about you try opening Varici's Emperor's Luck chests? These work just like the Emperor's Luck
Show us
divination
divines
card
or
and
mirrors.
provide full stacks of currency.
Show us like a stack
If
of
you're lucky
mirrors.
enough, unlike me, you could end up with
Tease us with the impossible outcome. Make us gamble our entire
Betrayal is a good source of veiled items.
league on trying to get this
Veiled items have
one
some
thing
important
to
quality of
happen.
life improvements in this expansion too. All of the crafting bench options normally granted by unveiling items are instead now moved to the core game, so you
That's pretty
don't
nice.
need to run Betrayal to unlock them.
But those are all
They
maps.
are instead found at the
Oh,
entrances
mini
to
maps
boss
we already know
rooms
about.
and in-game maps.
Yeah.
On top of that, you no longer need to speak to Jun to unveil items. You can
You
just
just do it.
right-click them, or the equivalent on gamepad, and select which veiled modifier you want to unveil. Overall,
Nice.
Betrayal is
That's
now
nice.
much more streamlined and more rewarding. Happy
Yeah.
interrogations.
You just get the... Yeah, you just have to get your...
Now before we
Yes,
get into our quality of life additions, let's quickly talk about some character balance. We will be doing our regular character balance changes.
Goodbye,
we are
Trickster.
bringing outliers in line to help evolve the meta, but we
Goodbye,
are also
Trickster.
focusing our attention on buffing some specific things. This includes spellcasting supports that specifically enhance self-casting builds, channeled spells, adding new options to the Guardian, Berserker, Elementalist, Saboteur, and Champion Ascendancy classes, which include some favorites from some of the alternate classes from Legacy.
Ah. Okay, they're just adding that in. But I'm assuming they're going to nerf Lightning Strike. So, and any sort of thing that would benefit from it.
A whole bunch of transfigured gems that never really hit the mark.
Yeah, that would be
Combined with
nice.
the new endgame crafting, improved betrayal
Lots of
crafting
spell buffs on like spells that like
new
aren't
pinnacle
used.
unique items, new modifiers and Trathan gems from the mercenaries, and of course the mercenaries themselves to act as an extension to your character. It's safe to say there's a lot of new character options and builds to think about. Instead of delving into all of these in more detail, we figured we'd just let you absorb them through the patch notes, so you can do it at your own pace.
Knew that was coming.
In the Secrets of the Atlas expansion, we've also added a lot of the quality of life features that we know you've all been asking for. A lot of these have already been posted, but let's take a look now in case you missed any. You can now pause the...
This is the craziest thing to get excited about in a game. It's crazy. We're almost at edge time. Yeah, it's crazy to get excited over a pause button in a video game, but it's very nice to be able to do this. What I'm doing right now is be able to pause the action and talk to people or do something maybe happens IRL that you want to you know deal with. You can just pause the game and it actually pauses, and it doesn't you can't just be sitting there like on the map and then like nothing's on screen, then something just walks in from the side and just kills you. it's forever frustrating, but it's very nice to have a pause button. My one guess for this quality of life is a NPC that identifies all your items in inventory. It's in PoE 2. If it's not here in this quality of life thing, I'd be a bit surprised.
Or by opening any full screen interface.
Can you pause
like
combat and heal like Skyrim?
You
no, you can't heal. Well, you can disconnect, and I think if you wait a certain amount of time for your instance to just die, like there's a certain amount of time before an instance has to close. If you just wait for it to close, you can jump back in, but you're waiting like 10-15 minutes before that to close before you can play the game again, so that's the downside to that. But
also be paused if any lag is detected, or
if you have two characters, it's not so worry about. But
in certain pinnacle arenas, a debuff will be applied
yeah, except
to you
for
that prevents you from
bosses
pausing.
like this, where you're going into it where you know you're
We're
gonna
also
have to
making a
focus
change to how you use
and
currency
put the
items
time in.
strong boxes and monsters imprisoned in essences.
This one they revealed.
Based on the
It's a nice
currency in your
one.
inventory
It's
and
a
the
nice
state
little
of the
one.
strong box, these buttons will appear. Valuable currency like divine orbs have been excluded from this as it would often
we
be
don't-
wasteful to use in this context. The same applies to essences with the
I'm gonna
reroll
be
of
using all
corruption
my
currency.
divine orbs on the strong boxes.
Orbs of Horizon have been updated.
Nobody
They
can stop
now
me.
reroll your Elder and Conqueror Guardian maps. Doing so will reroll
A
the
nice-
base map
nice.
and the Guardian of that map.
Because there could be just one
The map
conqueror you're
device
trying to
now
get
has
and
a
you just can't
small
get it.
additional inventory. This is particularly useful if you're rolling many maps to run in sequence.
They
Or
stole that
if
from
you
a
want to
free
use
share
varying
idle
amounts of
system
scarabs
probably.
Or other map fragments.
I
During
don't know.
breach encounters,
It's a
all
nice little
the splinters
thing.
will be automatically collected and dropped at the end of the breach. On
Another good one.
gamepads, we have separated the targeting of monsters
I
and
don't play
non-monsters,
gamepad.
so you are able to target them independently. This removes a bunch of frustration when you are trying to interact with objects in the world and monsters are nearby. You no
It's
longer have
it's
to
still
click all
something
of
I
them
probably
first.
wouldn't do because
Vendor windows will now remember your
Uh,
last search. This is
the
remembered
PoE
until
1
your
still
logout,
isn't
and
designed
is
enough
remembered on a
for
per NPC
controller
basis.
play, I feel.
The amount of
PoE
characters
2's
you can
been
type in the
designed for
search
controller
field has
play
also
in
been
mind.
increased.
PoE 1's just kind of had it
When using
added
currency
there.
items, after right-clicking them, it will highlight all other items which that currency can be used on.
We won't be getting WASD
There are
controls.
many other quality of life improvements,
Really?
so keep an eye on the patch notes after this live stream concludes.
Okay, well, I thought we was gonna get some
Alongside the
more
launch of
new ones
Secrets of the
there.
Atlas,
I'm
we are
surprised
hosting
at.
a competitive
I'll be
event
surprised
where
if we
players
don't
will
get the
race to be first to kill the new pinnacle bosses.
Okay.
The event will take place in the hardcore, solo self-found Mercenaries of Trathus League. We have some
Guess what
interesting
we're not
prizes in
doing?
store for the winners. Keep an eye on the news in the lead up to launch
I don't play
for
hardcore.
more details about how the event will work and what its
Although with the
prizes are.
new pause button,
Next up,
maybe
we're
it's something
going
I'll
to be
consider
talking
for
about
like
our
a
new League supporter packs.
streamer after I've
Today,
played
we're
soccer.
launching two new series of supporter packs. The Frisian Magistrate and Crypt Keeper packs.
Okay, it's
Each
just
tier contains the pack's
yeah.
full face
You
value
can
in
you can buy
points,
supporter packs
alongside several exclusive
and
microtransactions.
support them, and you get like
As
currency and
always,
whatnot.
the microtransactions in these packs
Yeah,
are purely
purely
cosmetic and do not affect.
So when you're buying these, you get the equivalent amount of currency to buy other stuff, as well as you get stuff on top of it. So it's always better to get the supporter packs if you're going to buy them. If you're going to buy and support them, that's the better way to do it. But that's it. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that's it for that. I'm surprised that they didn't have any actual new quality of lives there. They only showed the ones that they've already teased, and maybe they're just holding on to that one for like they'll be like the last day one, day. What was it, the day before? They're gonna tell us that one is there, because that was a nice one to have, being able to just ID your items from an NPC rather than having to go click 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 with a wisdom scroll. That's a little tedious. Yeah. Anyway, that's the PoE thing. You want to call it life? Go to a little bit. Go to PoE 2 for quality life. There's a lot of PoE 2 quality life that are like it's gonna seep over to PoE 1. That's for sure. Like that pause there is all because of PoE 2. we saw PoE 2 and had how it had a pause, and we're like, hey GGG, we want that in PoE 1. Give it to us now. And that's how it's become. That's how it's gonna be. Like anytime they do something nice in PoE 2, be like, yo, we want a piece of that. Give it to us. Which is why a lot of people want WASD, WASD controls in PoE 1. The reason they've given it is that's not possible with the current skeletons that they've got with the characters. They'll have to redesign a lot of the characters to be able to support that sort of system. It's a weird thing. It's different skeletons, so they'd have to redo animations. It's a big change. It's a big change. So they can't just slap it on like they can with the controller. I guess controller had a little bit more time to work that in. But yeah. But yeah, that is our reaction to PoE 2. PoE 3.26. It's nice. It's got a lot of in-game stuff there, which I'm sure I can try and get to. But hey, I like the changes to the King's March. The King's March is fully completed. I would like it if items could be sold to a vendor for gold as well. It depends on how big these gold changes are that they've added. An ad's about to start, so I'm just going through quickly. Yeah, like the King's March stuff is nice. It'd be nice to see what the full King's March has to offer and what's taken out and whatnot. But Betrayal is nice. I don't know how it says it doesn't reset. Does that mean ranks don't reset? So is it going to be more aggressive on taking ranks away from things and then adding it to? Yeah, we'll have to see how it plays out. Because if you can just get tier 3 everything, then you just, I guess, get everyone free each time. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, that'll be for when it comes out. But yes, cool. I'm there's a lot of nice things there. I'm always excited for PoE 1. There's a lot of character balances there as well. Alright, Edge time. That gives me enough time to load up Minecraft. I can switch on over to the right category. Okay, let's go over to the new category, Minecraft. Hopefully I provided enough React there to that. I've never been one for like doing Reacts myself, but like I don't know, I feel like I said I had some insight to what was going on there, and it'd be nice to see Zana again for sure, because she kind of, I felt like she kind of like got put aside for the Maven stuff. Maven fight is probably the most hardest that I've for me personally. I'm not good at the Maven's memory game, trying to like manage the like degens that it does in that little space, and yeah, it's an intense fight. Even though it's just Simon Says, I struggle with the Simon Says because of all that's going on there, and yeah, it always feels like I don't have enough damage to like just one shotter like some people do. But yeah, we can let me load up my music as well. Let me get the music. Music. Good time for Edge. Good time for Edge. Oh, serious music. The Gucci stuff. The good stuff. The old school RuneScape music. Play all. Okay. Minecraft's loading up. It's yeah. Once it loads up, we can just jump on in. I can show off the little bit of changes. I say a little bit of changes. There's still more changes to be made, but also I would want to just save a little bit for on thing. I've just streamlined my I've ultimately streamlined my seed production to be automatic. Yeah, I found a very, very useful item, and it's yeah, it's a very nice seed farm that I've got now. So it's like a 3D printing farm. I've got a 3D printer that can print items for me that are printable. Not everything is printable. I need to turn that music down because I've turned up my volumes. There we go. I don't know if drops. They said that drops were showing up on people watching PoE streams, and I know I got the. I wasn't there for the release of the actual stream, so I had to like just dip into someone else's stream and just run it in the background to get the helmet. I wonder if you can have an integer overflow of the helmet. I wonder if it's using an integer that can overflow, and if you got enough deaths on that helmet, if it would just report negative numbers or reset every job and you didn't even play the game. Well, that's what they a lot of people do that. They have they go into the category to read the patch notes and do all this stuff, and it helps people get drops. So I don't think they're fully bothered about that sort of thing, but enjoy the drop, I guess. If you didn't get the drop, you can watch 45 minutes of someone else's PoE patch notes reading thing, because there's probably a billion of us out there doing that. But yeah, that's usually how it goes. Or you could just go watch someone play PoE. You don't have to watch them playing the patch note or reading the patch notes, but yeah. I thought I'd do that because it's related to Path of Exile, so I thought I'd go over the video in the Path of Exile category rather than doing just chatting, more hyper specific to the actual content. But yeah, we can jump back into a Minecraft, and I can show you. Around. I've made a little bit more a few more drives to a thing. So, I've got the computer here. We finished off the stream yesterday by getting the computer. We've got our computer. I added a few more drive bays to it, and it's gonna get filled pretty quickly on some of these, because these are like 1024 bytes. These are pretty much being maxed out by one item per thing. Like if you look at here, like some of these like say 15, or like this got 7. They've not used the full amount of types that could be put into there, but they're maxed out on the actual bytes, because we've got a hefty amount of diamond essence, blocks of inferium, which those are worth 9 inferium essence here per thing. I left it running for a little bit, because this is my little 3D printer, because we've got our little absorption hopper here, which covers these spaces here. You've got the fertility thing there, which you've got a little block of water, which actually does spread, even though those aren't like farmland. It does spread through the dirt over to the side. I think even on this side it just has one block of dirt there, and it still connects to this, so everything stays watered. Picks up all the items, and this is what you do. You click this, and these items activate a block with an item, so it's constantly right clicking right now. While it's got this redstone going through it, it's constantly clicking. So it exactly when it like matures, it gets mined and gets put into here. The only thing that's slow is this thing here, so maybe I could actually, I wonder if I can pipe out of that into there. Let's do that real quick. Item duct. Yeah, I've switched over to servos and item ducts, because these are actually so much easier than using these embers rekindled stuff. It's good. Embers rekindled is good for the like starter, but like having these things are much nicer. Let's do this. Let's see if we can beat the system. We turn that off, and then there we go. There we go. It's fully okay now. It's fully clearing it out every time it gets, because it wasn't getting all of it. It was just doing like a little bits of it. But now that we've just done that, it's just immensely improved it, and it gets taken out, sucked out of this this thing here. I tell it what to take out of it, and it'll take out of it and put it into my computer, and that's why we're getting like 13984, 3984. That should be going up, but I don't know why it's not going up. Why ain't it going up? There we go. It's gone up to 4,200 now. As you can see, 4,300. It's going at 400 per thing. It's very nice. Some of it gets leaked out, but it's also, honestly, I'm getting so much, it doesn't matter. I can just do this now and have like so much essence. Anytime I need something, I can set up something like this in a 4x4 situation, and I could, I could have all inferium on this side. That's another thing I did actually. I got tier 6 inferium seeds, so they're no longer tier 2 10-10-10s. They're tier 6 10-10-10s. So that's like you basically get almost up to a stack of inferium essence per thing, which is pretty nice. But yeah, I don't need all these resources right now, so I just. But it'll take them, put them into the air. I love that. I've improved it immensely by doing that. I don't really need this section anymore. At some point, I'm gonna get rid of it all, because I again can just print my own things. I'm just keeping it there for now because I don't really care enough to get rid of it. This will be retired as well. It's again with the seed system. I can set up a seed system if I need a specific metal in the future, for sure. This is a little hole goes into here. Item that I want to cook goes there. Output goes into there, so it just goes out of the thing and into there. Good. Inscribers, we did that last time. We started mechanism. I started mechanism just getting some of the basic stuff there. I can go more into that later. These are just kind of, we already had these. This is a pulverizer creating obsidian dust. At some point I'm going to need obsidian dust. I need crushed obsidian. I need to find out how to get the crushed variant. I think I can use that stuff anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so we got a nice little farm here. I was I got rid of the one that was downstairs. It's been replaced because it just wasn't. It didn't have enough space, I think, was the main thing. I need to bring those cows up to fully finish it, but it didn't really yield enough fluid cows for me to like keep it around. That's why I got rid of it. But there is 2 cows here that are actually kind of important that spawned. We've got like the random spawns over there. I need to go check what they are, but we've got a blazing pyrotheum, which is nice because that can go into a smeltery to do specific smeltery stuff, which is nice for in general. Can you stop pushing the other one, please? Then we've got refined fuel. Refined fuel is good. It's, I think, one of the processes alongside the crude oil that I could have gotten. I could have gotten crude oil or refined oil, and we got refined fuel, and we got refined fuel, which is pretty nice. I think that'll help with space travel stuff. I think space is part of this thing. Yeah, we got spacecrafts. We can make spacecrafts. So at some point we'll be making spacecrafts. It's like making rockets to go to different planets. So we'll have refined fuel for that later on. But go check what these ones are. Molten electric steel? Sure. That'll be annoying to... That's why I'm not getting rid of the smeltery just yet, because I can just bucket these things and get, like... and get stuff out of it. Molten aluminum. Sure. I think there's, like, a limit to how many cows can be in an area. That's why I haven't gotten rid of all of them yet. But I just try to clear out anything that's not useful to me. That's not changed. I disable this every now and then because I got sick of the noises that it makes. I don't use that often anyway, so yeah. The thing, so okay, we've got our power system going on here. Everything's kind of still lava powered at some point. I think I've got a bajillion yellorium there. Yeah, I got like all this yellorium and osmium here that I can turn into different things. Oh, we ran out of stuff there. I don't know how it happened, but I specifically took off my diamond chest plate, which was almost very near to being damaged, and somehow I must have accidentally equipped it, and it got broken because it had like tier 10 free enchantments on it, and it was a really good chest piece. But somehow I re-equipped it, and maybe I could have just been like going with my items in it, and it got put into something it shouldn't have, or it got equipped to me or something. I don't know. I lost it, and I'll have to do the armor stuff later on. But I've got some goals in mind. I've definitely got some goals in mind for my for the stream. I've got a few of them written up over here, and we want to do those first, because we've got all this essence here. What I want to do with the essence is turn it into up to insanium for sure. How do I get to it? It's crystal. We're looking for we're trying to make a specific crystal, and here it is. We've gotten up to about here. We can go one step further and go into the I think fusion crystal, maybe? It goes up one further, but we're trying to get to this. So it's a few steps of processing to get to this. I need to get minor infused shards, which requires arcane lordcraft. Lordcraft is not the most fun. It's very interesting, but we have to get simple crystals, and I want to get simple crystals. It's the only way to get simple crystals. Well, the only way for me to really get simple crystals right now is through Lord crafting or through. But I need to get the Lord. I need the simple crystals to get into Lord crafting. But once I've got Lord crafting, I can get more simple crystals, and it's not so bad. But once I get to that, I need to get to the but to start that, I don't want to go off randomly and just try and find them in the I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find them in the Twilight Forest, but the better way to do it right now is to start mechanism. I'm going to start mechanism, which is this little start. I've started it here, but I need to get a digital miner. So the digital miner is like the main thing that I want to aim for to start with, which requires making a robot and going through all this sort of stuff here just to get to that point. So make the mechanism, digital miner for crystals. Lordcraft, get the water shards. Miner infused to have a unlimited crystal thing, so that way I can actually convert all the essences that we have into better essences, and it's an unlimited one, so we don't have to keep swapping in and out the different crystals for that process, and it's a lot easier. Oil and plastic mob duplicator. These are in order of how I'm doing these. So yeah, oil, plastic, mob duplicator. Mob duplicator because we can then just duplicate cows, fuel these cows, and we'll be able to just kill these. We'll be able to get different type of cows, and we'll be able to get the specific cows that we want if we need them. Very helpful, and it helps for a later on process, which is nice. So mob duplication, very nice. Erebus, maybe go into the Erebus at some point. Twilight Forest, doing the stuff that's actually in the Twilight Forest, and a mob farm for experience only. I don't care about items out of a mob farm, really. I have enough of what I'm going to be... If there are specific drops that I need, I'll filter them out into my computer, but it's not a big deal. I mainly want it for the experience, and maybe we can get to Pancake Song at some point as the community goal. But yeah, so this is going to be retired. All of this basically will be retired. All of this will be refined. I want to do a different I want to have multiple inscribers set up so that you can have all the different calculations done, but that's not a biggie. But the main one that I'm wanting to do right now is mechanism. We can take a quick overview over the stuff that I've done off stream. I try to do like just very small things off stream. Oh, we didn't do that, so I can just claim all on those. I'm just collecting all the rack here so I can like calculate how much rack I've got for rewards. So we got to tier 6 essences. That's what I was saying earlier, tier 6 essences. There's the armor that I could do at some point. We've only got to Insanium. We haven't gotten to creative essences yet because it requires the master infusion thing and simple crystals, so we can't go any further on that. And same for those. Dirt seeds in general. We got the dirt seed, nature, water, redstone, Dirtus, flux, diamond. We could go even further and have other things like wither skeleton. Those will be very nice to get because it'll give us, I think, wither essence, which allows you to get, I guess, wither skeleton. Yeah, wither skeleton essence. What? Yeah, that's how I get it. Sure, but okay, it's not showing me what to use it with, how to use it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you can like make here we go. So you can make wither skulls, so you can do the wither fights again and again. You can get these things from the essences, and you can probably So that's a way to like automate that. So that's nice. There's all the different materials: titanium, draconium, yelloworium, awakened draconium. Near the star seeds is a nice goal to get to at some point as well. We can just duplicate near the stars, but that requires getting to the insanium stuff, which I could do. But I need to get the wither stars to make a wither star seed. But once I get to that point, we'll have an ability to print nether stars. We'll probably replace some of the nature seeds. Like if I just want to like not care about what I'm getting here, I can just go blip and pick up all the and just put my seeds into here. I've got like a big stack of them from when I initially had them. I had like 4x4 things for each of these before, but I'd have to manually go knocking them all out. This way it's just automated for if I ever need to get something, I can just plonk it all down and plug a seed in and change out what I want. So it's my own little 3D printer system for printing any sort of block of item that I need that can be essenced. Very helpful, for sure. Okay. So, mechanism. We need to do mechanism stuff to begin all this. Well, first red game, we'll go through all the different things that we got. Yeah, we got the intermediate, the different crafting ones, and we did that. We didn't get the last one, so, but that's fine. I thought we completed it. We actually completed Gamma. Ether, I needed some of these for a staff, because if you get an experience rod, you could get mending on some stuff. So I got mending on my builder's wand. I got Enderium last time, got Dark Steel last time, so it's nothing new. Haven't gone any further into this, so yeah, we're all good. Graphite, that was an accidental one, thing, but okay, I can actually clear that one off. Let's just clear off the Yellorium one. Go bam. Hey, look at that! Achievement unlocked. Yellorium done, but we'll have to do extreme reactor. So we can do a nuclear reactor at some point. To have a nuclear reactor to power all my systems, so I'll do that instead of the lava stuff. At some point, the lava stuff's really good early game, because I've got just these crucibles on some heat sand, which basically, yeah, it's a rate of 120. So these things create a lot of lava. Yeah, to power everything. Everything's well juicy and nice and filled up, which is good. Nothing going wrong there. But we will get to that at some point. But not right now. Not important. We did that last time. Claim all. Claim all. Pie. I did compressed iron to make something. What did I make? I made something with the compressed iron, so I used an explode. You just throw down a bunch of iron into the ground, and then just put a TNT next to it, ignite the TNT, and it becomes compressed iron. Lose a little bit of it, but you get compressed iron out of that. And that'll go into the plastic stuff. So this is stuff that I need to do. It's on my to-do list. Okay, so what did we not? We didn't do. I think we did all this last stream anyway. So except for that one, I did that one off stream just to. Those are the things that allow me to take things out of my system. Like I said, this is the import bus, which will import it into the system. If I wanted to take something out of it, I would put that on the on a chest, and it'll just take it out of the computer system. So that's fine there. Goes in. That's all that. Cool. Claim. Did I get given? Wait. Pressured circuits already. Why would it claim? Was I selecting it? What? That one a little bit bugged. Oh, I have to choose a reward. I'll take those ones, I guess. I get a reward out of that one, so I can choose a reward. How we did? This is what I'm doing right now. So I'm getting through these. I have to make some of these things specifically. To get to I think I've got most of it covered with the metallurgic thing, so it won't be too bad. Yeah, neutral steel stuff, that'll be fun. That's just about it's about just folding steel into steel and stuff. But we're trying to get to a digital miner here, so we're trying to head along here. We'll be having to go through some of these to get to that point anyway, but we'll need some of these things. But for the most part, yeah, we'll be using the digital miner to get to where we need to go. That volume turned up a little bit much. There we go. Probably isn't loud enough at all now. Turn it back up louder on the thing. It's just becoming a bit too loud. Look at all this rack that we've generated. We're going to be able to get the Elo Patchery very easily now. But yeah, we're just starting this, so we're trying to get into this route here. So that's what we headed. And that's really it. We're trying to get to this thing here. So at some point I'll need to get Basol's rods, which requires a mob duplicator. So I'm not, and it requires the Tarantula boss trophy, which requires you to go to the Erebus, so it's not a big deal right now. I don't know if this I don't know if this dungeon thing, if it like helps you. It says Galacticraft. I don't know how that helps. If it helps in the Erebus or not, I'm unsure. If not, it'll be fun. At some point along the way, we'll be getting jetpacks as well, so we'll be able to get jetpacks. I think that's Mechanism. Mechanism has jetpacks, so I'll be making a jetpack. And I can do jetpacks and have fly around and glide around, so I'll have almost creative flight. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Let's go just fill this back up. So we've got a path of where we need to go, and we can start doing that. We have here having rack. We have 350 rack at the moment. Put the rest of it in, and we're at 695. So we've got a lot of spare rack. You know what? Just as a treat, we'll treat ourselves with a legendary loot chest. 120 rack. Is it going to be worth it? Well, you can actually get rack eventually by trading it to a market, but it requires you getting like specific, like, you have to go through a lot of things to get to that if you wanted to, you know, get rack. But 120. Claim it. That is a legendary loot chest. Now, will this legendary loot chest have something in it, or will it just be it? Oh! What gave me that? Sorry, but one of these just gave me... Which one of you gave it to me? One of these just gave me a crystal. Do I not have to do the... Okay, which one of you gave me the... One of these gave me a block of thing. One of the rewards here gave me a block of simple crystals, which kind of... Okay. Okay, so I wasn't expecting that. The crystals... I don't know which one of these gave me the crystals. Something gave me crystals? Oh, God damn it. Now that I've gone through, I wasn't paying attention to the rewards because I was claiming all, and it just kind of gave me the thing, but... Was it Yellorium or Graphite? No, what would be the most related to... The Moo? Moo would have required... Was it you? Was it part of you that gave me that? Something's giving me these crystals in the reward system. That's allowed me to be able to start Lordcraft. So I do want to do mechanism for the jetpack at least. But I don't need to do the digital miner now. So we can hold off on the digital miner for now. Let's see, Lordcraft. Okay, we need the arcane. Oh, what in that? Arcane. So I'm just trying to process in my brain what to do now, because I think I have to spend 2 on this to get this. Yeah, so we got this. We need to go along the... I think it's... One of these is easier than the others. I think it's this way. Because you can only, like, invest into something once you've... Yeah, you have to invest into one of these before you can, like, finish... Like, you can start another one, I think is what it is. Skills. Mod contact, researching. Command system. Void. Where's the yeah, so you have to do this stuff, so I have to make these, but it requires me to have like the stuff to do that. We won't worry about that right this second, but arcane thing, so it just needs a arcane workshop bench. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, not a forge. Arcane workbench. One there. Arcane workbench. Why won't you? Book of knowledge. Okay, we'll take the book out. We're gonna have to do it in our own thing. The other thing, iron ingot. I think it was. Was it an iron ingot or was it? It was crafting table. Crafting table? Yes, crafting bench. Let's just put that there. Bam. Hopefully this doesn't use up the. Am I not paying attention? No, crafting bench. Why did I use the crafting bench to? Yeah, okay. That's why I was being dumb. Okay. Doesn't use the book. Cool. Put those there. Oh, right, we got this. I was so distracted I forgot about the legendary lich chest that we got from the thing. So let's go ahead and open that up. Matter transporter. Can't say I'm very. Yep, it allows you to transport a block to another place. Not the most exciting thing to get out of a legendary loot box, but hey, it's something. I think that last time I did that, I got the same thing or something. It was something similarly disappointing. So this is why you don't gamble. Remember, kids, don't gamble. Right. So we want a space to set this up, and I think I'll put it over this direction. We'll make a new little area to do Lordcraft with. That way we can just have an ME cable with a crafting table over there, and it'll be fine because we can just access the crafting terminal through this long thing. This is how a lot of I can put these crafting terminals around anywhere I want, connected by this thing, and I can just access the chest anywhere. So not a big deal on where it is. So let's just hook one of those up right real quick. And we're just missing gold stuff. Gold there. Crafting terminal. Bam. It's that. Make a few of them. Go there. Illuminated thing. Makes 3 of them. Makes that. Makes that. Cool. And we've got ME cable. 19 of them at the moment. Effectively, we can just. We've got a lot. There we go. We've got like a bunch there. But this allows us to just route this to anywhere we want, so we can just go blip 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 blip, and it'll just be over there. And we can send whatever we want from over here over to there. So both ways it works really good. Okay, we want to put this rack in here. When did I get 2 waystones? Did I get that from I don't remember when I got 2 waystones. I don't remember when I got the 2 waystones. I must have got it from a reward of some sort. We need stone. So we just having stone. Get our stone. Be fine. Get our wand is here. Our wand's got a weirdly enough XP boost on it, which is I guess nice. Wait, when did? Alright, I didn't put mending on it. I tried to put mending on it. What did I try? Oh no, it has got mending on it. Okay, extra blocks, extra XP from mobs and blocks. Not the best because I can put it in the offhand, but I don't think it would count. Unsure. Maybe it's a great offhand for experience, but that's why I want the mob farm, so that I can just kill mobs that way and get level this thing up, and I can just go over there and level it up and level it up, and we have just a good experience, place to get experience. Because I'm gonna need a mob farm anyway for experience. I don't care about items. It's just about the experience you get from a mob farm. Bonk, bonk. Oh, it's creating a... Going down too far. Stop that. Wasting my stone. My precious stone. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. It should be enough. Because I don't think I need a whole lot of space for Lordcraft. But we'll do that anyway. Bam. 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 Actually, we'll just stop that there. Let me just put this here. And it should power up. Good. Why isn't it powering up? Did I run out of power? Just... There we go. It takes a time to, I guess, route over to here. There we go. We've got a nice little working chest. Yeah, but I can move this over to another chest. Put them in their own over here. This is where all my seeds are, where I've got all the good stuff. Well, some of these are good. Some of these are 10, 10, 10. Some of these are just, I've got them and I've done a little bit of work on them, but I'm not worried about them. Torch. Oh. Torches, light the place up. I'm not using slabs at the moment. Handy as slabs can be. But avoiding these things. Yeah, so we're gonna put this down here. This gives us the Lordcraft thing, so we need to go over to the Lordcraft thing here. Book of Knowledge. Why did it give me a Book of Knowledge when I... Oh, I didn't have to make one. I could have just... Damn. I wasted 2 apparently. There is a recipe for these, right? No, wrong thing. Wrong thing. Arcane thing. So, Arcane Forge. Okay, we have to... Okay, we might actually have to get... Okay, if it requires the Arcane Forge, what does an Arcane Forge take? It's going into yeah, Arcane Forge, and it requires... Yeah, okay. Looks like we're doing, we're deviating immediately again. We're gonna have to make the digital miner to efficiently get enough crystals for what we're doing. Okay. That's fine. Let's, knock this off, because we want to stick it... Oh, not quite what we wanted to do. We want... ME cable. It's an annoying spot, but we'll just travel it above us, above our heads. I'll move it over here just so we have a place over here for Lordcraft stuff. And if we wanted to, we could put a bus there to like send it off to the hard drives. So yeah, it's good. It's a place to be able to just interact with it. But that's why it's good to have the ME cable, ME stuff now, so I can just do all that over time. But the big thing, I guess, yeah, now at the moment, putting that in there, we need to create a digital miner. The miner requires going through the mechanism mod stuff. So we're gonna which one is it? It's which one is it? Not Tower. Oh, it is Tower. Okay, so we need to get to a Robrit. Orbic alloy. Obsidian dust and reinforced alloy. Really, I only dipped into it slightly, but this is like, you got the diamond dust in here, which creates the reinforced diamond alloy, which I'm gonna put these ones here. You get 7 of these. We're gonna have to make more of this, but for now that's how we do it. Take some of these because we're gonna enrich these even further. These are the iron ones, and we're gonna turn them into diamond ones. We're gonna need diamond ones at some point, and we'll get some redstone. Get that. with some iron. 2 stack of it. You chuck that on that side, chuck that there. It'll start to slowly but surely. I've got this little power system here. Again, we'll get into the nuclear reactors at some point. Yeah, we're getting these atomic alloy things. Yeah, like celebrate does a little celebrate tune. Okay, don't claim rack, otherwise I'm just gonna be spending half the time putting rack into the computer. Robrit requires refined obsidian ingot. Okay. I think I just melt that. Usage. Yep, does that osmium compressor? So I think we need that osmium compressor to begin with. Osmium compressor. We got lots of osmium. I cooked it up. I cooked up a bunch of it. There's still some being cooked over there, but I don't care enough about it right now. Osmium compressor. Requires enriched alloy and enriched stack. Okay, cool. We got the circuit boards. More of these. Some of these. Just crafting bench. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just want to have a crafting bench so I don't have to keep going into the terminal. Sometimes it's just easier to. All the stuff is in that chest there. So if I can keep just all this in here, I can just do it a lot easier. Robrit. Robrit. Making the osmium compressor. Osmium compressor. I've lost it again. There we go. Steel case. Never mind. Oh, 1 step forward, 5 steps back. Man, my ordering for these things is out of whack. I needed this to do this, and then I'll do on this. But I need to do this to go back to this to be able to do this.
Don't touch me, foolish mortal.
I guess we're cooking up some things here. We're gonna have to go get some oil and do some plastic stuff, which requires doing another system that I don't have at the moment. I've got the refined fuel here, so let me just quickly check refined fuel, its purposes. I'm gonna press use. Combustion. What can I... Okay, let me see, just think. Plastic requires LPG. Okay, we can't get what we need out of fuel. Heavy oil. No, okay, so we can't use a refined fuel at the moment. We're trying to get to LPG to split it, and oh yeah, we're trying to get to LPG to refine it into the stuff we need into LPG. But we need oil, which we can get from finding oil in places, which we can do. I just need to, not have things break. Get a bunch of buckets, because it almost looks like I cheated for this, but you'll have to trust me on this. I swear I did not cheat on the... What? Why did it fill up with water? Why did it fill up with water? Is it just getting free? I got an... Is there something... I know what's possibly doing this, but I don't get... Is the... No? There is an item that does that. I just need to... Remember, reservoir. I needed that tank. I don't know why it filled up. Get a new tank. Get a portable Portable tank. Gotta go check out there's one downstairs I could have just grabbed. Yeah, we have to go downstairs anyway. Downstairs we go. Let's just take some of the stuff back upstairs. Back up home. We just want a portable tank, so we can just crack it down. Portable tank. Wait, did I not... Didn't I get copper ingots down there? Down. Copper there. Okay, copper... Wow, wrong thing. Upstairs we go. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Put those in there. No, we don't need ME cables, we just need to portable tank. God, I thought I knew what I need to do. I guess I just didn't. What is going on? Is there an item that's just filling everything I have with water? And I know that there is, but I just don't know where it's been put. Where did I put this item that's causing me hassles? It's like... It's an item that just... Where did I put it? It's causing me this issue. There's an item that, like, I got from a loot bag that was, like, fills water receptacles automatically, and I'm just like, that is causing me issues right now. Where did... I don't have it on me, so why is it still... Effect still in play? Flowing water? It was a receptacle of some sort. This is a curse. I've been cursed by the water gods. Where is this item that's causing me hassles right now? I don't get why I'm still affected by it. Reset. Reservoir, this thing. Can refill. So, reservoir. It's, I think it's bugged out and it's still activated. But I don't know where the item is. It's not in here, so... It's not here, so I can't... I just have to make a bunch of tanks just to get rid of it. Like, I know it's got a limit of like 750 in it, so I'm like... Huh. Let's just make a bunch of tanks and just exhaust its capacity. I don't understand it. But sure. We'll make the cheapest tank we can, which is probably still this. A bunch of these. Oh. Glass with ingot, cool. It just fills up every time I switch to it. Even though I don't have the item anymore, it's still in effect. And it's wasting all these portable tanks. Oh, that's so silly. Whatever, we'll just store them. Hopefully we can just make enough that it won't matter. We'll just have like a bunch of random stores of things, we'll just throw them out when we need to. Hopefully it has a limit. I couldn't find the item, so I don't know what to do about that. Can I just make it and just get rid of the effect? I can just make a cheap basic one. Let's try to make a cheap basic one. While sneaking, use while sneaking to deactivate it. Hopefully that's deactivated the effect. Tank. God, so many weird issues today. Why is it so different? Why is it different to those ones? I don't know. Okay, please don't get filled up with water. Huh? Or maybe I have to now... This is getting a little bit annoying. Wasting time. What is going on here? These tanks are filling up. And I can't get rid of the effect. And it's been... I've died multiple times, so it's not something that I think that will die to it being... I'm throwing this away, for starters. Might as well throw these off the side as well. I have to fill my entire inventory of just tanks just to get rid of this weird effect that's going on. But it means that any tank, I guess, as long as I get rid of them, I just have to not use them and I'll be fine. I don't want to use anything that actually requires a lot of effort to make. Eventually it should stop, right? It says 750, so what's the math on that? About 33 something tanks? Assuming that's what's happening, because if I'm bugged, I can't use any tanks like this. Which affects a lot of my playthrough. It ran out! It ran out! It ran out! Okay, it ran out. Oh, I didn't need to throw that one off. Okay, so it's a little bit bugged. Something's bugged. I'll have to look into why it's bugged at some point. But as long as we just don't pick up a reservoir and use a reservoir at some point, we should be fine. I think it's just run out. I don't know how that's still in effect. I've died many times and I don't understand. I don't have the item on me, so your guess is as good as mine. But okay, now can we please go get some oil. God, delays. Let's go get some oil. We want oil, and we can find oil. Hello, chicken. We can find oil. Oh, two chickens. Find oil in this area here. You won't believe how I found it. Starters, I came in here and got the compressed iron by blowing up a TNT here. That's the one thing, but I was like, I'm just gonna try and like vein mine and just get like a ton of go ham and just try and find prosperity shards. So I go through, I run over to roughly here and just dug down, vein mined a little bit, and I found oil. It looks way too suspicious, but you'll just have to trust me, okay? Oh, I have to switch thing. Trust me, it's not sus. Naturally found oil. Please trust me. Okay, and we can use this to do what we need to do. I was like very happy when I found it, but I was like, oh, why can't these things happen on stream? That way I can have proof. of my innocence. Innocent. I wonder if I can use an aqueous accumulator on this oil. We're running out of source blocks. Okay, so that's oil there. Didn't I put down a waypoint here, or did I not? Yeah, so this is the waypoint of oil. So we have oil. Now we can go back and do some very long-winded pressure. We have to work with pressure. Under pressure. So that's the main thing that we need for that. But let's go ahead and switch again to pi. Pi is what we need for this part here, which requires pressure tube. Wrong thing to be looking at. Pressure tube. We got a few of those because we'll probably need a few of them. Totally tubular transfer. Okay, we'll be needing air compressor. Air compressor can lead towards getting a jetpack anyway. Advanced ones, what's the difference? Can hold more pressure. What does it require? Requires assembly controller, so it requires. Yeah, ignore that for now. I need to put my switcher on because it's being a little bit more chilly today. I don't want to put my heater on. Do that real quick. 1 second. Right, my tracking's gonna freak out. Alright. Air canister. Air canister. Air canister. For whatever reason. Am I actually reading the right thing there? Air can, but that's for Amadron? An Amadron tablet? It requires plastic. Not doing that. We need to go off the other way, I think. We'll go in this pneumatic refinery. Refinery. Now I need at least maybe 2 to 3 of those. Cool. Heat and chill, we need to do that obviously. Vortex and heat. Vortex. I moved my thing away. Vortex tube. Just. I already run. Alright, I gotta put those in there. Get 2 of those. Heat. Something was the heat sink. Heat sink. A few of those. Don't know how useful they are. We'll just make up a few more of these, just so we have them for future recipes. Heat sink, cool. Heat and chill. You don't even get rack for that one. Okay. Thermo-pneumatic processing plant. Thermo-pneumatic processing plant. I think I only need 1 of these. Like 2, just to be sure. This is how you do things. You do things with this. Plastic mixer. Good compressor. Yeah, compressor. Plastic mixer. Having the oil is like the big point of this. Like, you need oil, and in a skyblock you don't really have access to oil beyond fluid cows. Plastic mixer. We're gonna build it over here, but we need a symbol of this system. We're gonna say goodbye to our good old water wheel. We're gonna make room for something newer and better. the new model, the better thing. Cool. Doesn't matter if they drop off, really. Won't completely break this down right now. Ads. Check all those little wheels in there. That. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Ah! There was a hole. There was a hole. Who put the hole there? Why is there a hole there? I don't remember macking that one, but we need labs. A lab. Yeah, it's a monster spawning area there. Okay, let's knock this lab out. I'm gonna put like full stone down. We're past the age of labs for now. When I have things lit up. Bam, 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 bam. Make some space. Oh, ran out. Okay, ran out. That's fine. Just block those. Make use of the rest of the half slabs. Okay. F7. Light this place up a little bit. And voila. Cool, 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 cool. Take a sip of our apple juice. Let's okay. We need to put the plastic mixer down to see what we're doing with the plastic mixer for sure. Plastic mixer, just forget how you use it. So there's going to be a lot of trial and error with this. However, it requires heat to be able to use it. So I think you can just, yeah, I need more stone. Stone. Now the music is a little bit down. It's just sometimes the sound mixing on some of these is a little bit off. Let's do that and do that. So we can have the mixer up and we can try and put the fire under the heat underneath, I think. Or maybe it uses the vortex. Okay. I'm going a little bit off of memory here, so we're gonna be a bit all over the place. Let's put. We want to put this over here because it can sometimes. I think it can explode. Unsure. We want to be putting it this direction. I think. Oh. Oh. Wow, nice lady. You take over her brain or something. No, we're psychically linked. I am the slime. But well, technically, in the lore at the moment, yes, she is a version of me, as one of the humanoid versions of me. But yeah, she will be replaced with someone who isn't technically me. I could probably still have the humanoid versions of me as like additional models in the future, but I'm trying to like move away from this one because I want to make a better one, a better model, a better rig and everything. Yeah, that is the gist of it. Welcome on and ziplock it. Hope you're having a good day. We're trying to make we're trying to cook this bad boy up. We want to cook this up, but also keep it nice and cooled. So, where did I... Vortex, where did the heat... What just happened? Did I throw the... Oh no, it's the heat sinks and the thing, okay. The vortex things... What do they do again? I think they provide heat. In the opposite direction that I need to be doing right now. There's a lot of remembering. So that does heat, but I think, or does it transfer the heat? Maybe I should actually pay attention to the to what the thing says. Keep machines from overheating. Okay, so it's about keeping them cool. So other way around. I need to make sure I do this to remove some of the heat. Because if I put heat on them, okay. We're just gonna build this up. I'm gonna have F7 on to make sure we're getting the right things. Okay, so we're gonna have to remember how this damn machine thing works. Oh, it's a little bit of a trial and error for sure. We need... I think... No, I've done this wrong. This needs to go a different direction. Because I think if I just put lava, you'll probably see in a sec. I just put lava here. It'll heat it up, but there's a good chance you see it. Okay, it's going to a certain heat. Okay, it's expelling some of the heat, so it's doing things, but eventually this turns into obsidian. It just decides, nope, don't need you. Okay, so we'll just take that up, take that now. Cool. But we need this system to create the plastic that we need from the oil. So we take this oil, this bucket here. We find a what's the best transfer? Fluid duct, maybe. Do a fluid duct with some servos. Cool. To be quick, I think we just go into the bottom of this. And we put a servo on there. Tell it to ignore it. It'll fill it up with oil. Man, am I actually closer to this than I thought I was? Block that disperses heat into the air only next to the blocks on, simply adjacent to. I just put that at the top. I can't put that there because it needs to be at the top. Why not? Like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles home. Hopefully that keeps it regulated. Right, because I was like, why is it going down so much? It's because I took away the lava. So this should mean I could do that. Required temperature is 180. Problems. Apply more heat by adding. Yep. Okay. Machine is insulated poorly. I have to cover it with heat sink. And there's the problem there. Every time we do this, it like an issue. I wonder if we can use blazing pyrotheum to get it really heated up quicker. Let's go to that cow and see if we can use blazing pyrotheum. I don't know. I don't know if it will get used up or whatnot. Ah! It works a little too well. We have to put some slabs on the top there. Maybe a little staircase. There we go. So it doesn't look like the blazing pyrotheum turns into a thing, but it's not. I think we're just... Okay, never mind, it does! Okay, looks like it does. I think we're dispersing too much heat. We're getting rid of too much of our heat that we need. So, let's not do that. What we'll do is put half slabs down the bottom here. We don't have to worry too much about it spreading the fire. So we'll take some of these heatsink. Maybe we've just gone too heatsink heavy. Why is there oil on that side? Oh, because I put this around the wrong way. Okay, I put this around the wrong way. Okay, so how does it place again? Don't accidentally do this wrong. So oil that direction. I don't think it functions. What am I doing? Differently by doing this. Just aesthetically, it'll make more sense. Have it go on that side and come out the other side. We just put down lava. Figure it out. Problem is, if it cooks the lava, you can do a system where you like have the bucket pick up the lava, drop the lava, pick up the lava, and it's like reduces the chances of it turning into obsidian. But for getting things going, yeah, we got two. Yeah, let's take that out. We had too much thing there. Reducing the heat too much. Not getting to 100, so let's take another one off. I think the hotter it gets, the more chances it turns into obsidian. We just need the LPG out of this stuff. Are there any modifiers I can get on this thing to make it... Is it redstone to make it go faster? Let's just do that. If we're going to have to do a lot of obsidian mining, probably best to do that. Piglins come into our world. Redstone. We've got 5,900 redstone right now, so we got plenty of redstone to work with. What does it do? Haste. Even faster, okay. Need more modifiers. But it should be a little bit faster now. I wasted... Put my apple juice in the thing, don't I? I wasted modifier slots by putting the mending stuff, the auto mending on it. It's like almost irrelevant how terrible it is. It used to be really good for like mending things, but not anymore. We just got like 2 millibuckets of a thing there. Get our next thing ready. Yeah, I hear you, Mr. Piglin. I can hear you. I don't know, I'm gonna need at least like 1,000. Yes, gets it. Do I have to cover it? It's not insulated, so does it mean I have to cover it? The heat doesn't escape? There we go. That seems to be it. Let's just cover that up. Add it into the thing. As a lot quicker, at least. So we can keep doing this for a little bit just to get the LPG that we do need out of it, just to... Then we can figure out the other stuff later. I think I need to take it out of the relevant spot, so... Yeah. I can't actually have to interact with it over from here. Does it go faster the more heat it has? Think of a vortex tube fast. Placing a block that generates heat next to this machine. The lava is slow, so... Wait, vortex? Think of a vortex tube fast, but requires power? Okay. Providing heat or taking away heat? I can't tell. Go back in there. We're fighting a back and forth battle, but hey, we're at 320 now. We just need at least a bucket, I think, which should be fine. A bucket or so. That's a little tedious, but we'll get through it. Oh, one person's... hopefully they didn't crash and I can... Ooh, grab that thing. Just need to maintain a stream streak. Hopefully I haven't lost it. Yeah, I haven't lost my stream streak. That's good, at least. Keep them running in the background. Alright. Yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't actually blipped yet. There are methods to like doing this. I guess if I had pressure I could use vortex tubes. I didn't have to keep doing this. But I don't want to mess with that when I'm just trying to get to the digital miner stuff first. Get diesel and kerosene out of it. And LPG. And the only thing we need is the LPG. Make the plastic. We're almost at a bucket. Move those around just a bit. Yeah, man. You can do it, Mr. LPG. You can do it. I guess the heat sinks may be useful. Oh, did we use up all our... Okay. We've used up all the oil in the tank, but we're not used it up. It's just been sucked all out of the thing, so... We're all good, we're all good. No need to panic. What happens if I, Let's try and see something real quick. We drape it all along the side of it. It's just half of it. That's the one thing of it so far that's getting hit by it. So let's put that there. Does that? I don't want the thing to explode. There we go. It's catching on fire. Okay, there we go. That works much better. I don't know if there's like a point where it's just too much heat, but it does do what it needs to do. We're learning along the way. Let's speed it up quickly though. And you look at that. We got a bucket. We got a singular bucket of what we need. An advancement. There's a liquid. There used to be a patch of this that had LPG cows, which made it so busted. Does it blow up? I'm just worrying it's gonna blow up because it's getting hot, isn't it? Is there a point where it's too hot? It's saying no problem, so I assume there's no problems. I wonder if the obsidian builds up in the middle parts. Oh man, it's going so much quicker now. Let's take the top one off. Okay, well, immediately issues. Okay, looks like that doesn't create obsidian in the middle part, but okay, it looks like we have to keep that there because that was just like instant. Come on, get more lava, get more lava. Oh, I got a bucket of diesel. Didn't really want that, but thank you. More LPG. That means the middle parts of the into the middle part is the LPG. We'll just let that do that. Let it run it. Okay, it's the bottom part. No, top part. Top part. Top part? Top part is the LPG, right? Okay, cool. Don't know why I'd click on that one. We've got two buckets of what we need. Let me just... Right, we have to use this plastic. To get the plastic that we need to make another refinery. So we need a second refinery. This is our first refinery. Refinery Mark 1. We need a second refinery for getting the plastic out of it as well. So I don't think we need the top part of this. So we're gonna take the top one off, and I don't think I need all three things out of it. Hey, whatever. We'll just make another 3. Say savory resources, but we can just finery. This is the cheap and quick way to do this, I guess. We will make a little platform. Put this here. Oh no, not that way. Facing that way. And we need another tank. Hopefully be portable tank. Oh. We can take this portable tank, put it here, the servo and the fluid duct. So it just does that. We'll put one of these on the outside here. That way, sure. And close it up. Yeah. Everything. I wonder if we could use labs if they count as full. Oh no, we need to run the lava along that way. Okay. Need more stone. Stone. Gucci. Oh, I need to bring my OBS back. There we go. Okay, bam, bam. We need the lava, which requires being able to get back up very easily. With the plastic mixer over here a little bit. Grab the lava. Put the LPG in first probably would help. That's our LPG. LPG goes in, plastic comes out. We definitely needed 3 because I think the last result, unless it's the other way around, you already need the first part. Doesn't matter. It might not. Because each other's LPG and cold. Use liquid. Oh, what? Oh. Oh. 1 second. We can get plastic out of that, or we can... You get 5 millibuckets of plastic for that. Or 1,000 millibuckets per thing. I think that one's a bit more efficient. So we're gonna break this down immediately after building it. Oh, there was actually stuff in there, wasn't it? This one has all of this stuff in it. Or it's stuck in the... Okay, it looks like it's stuck in that, so we don't... Maybe it's stuck in the thing? Stuck in the pipes? Well, we don't smack the pipes, it should be fine. Use the, Right. Okay. Now, how do I place this down? This way? It goes in like that. And you apply heat to it like the same as before. We'll put a vortex on this side again. Be safe. Okay. Oh. Lost depth. Section there. Okay. Only need it for like one block this time though. Bam. Put that heat next to it. Heats up. Problems. No valid recipe. Plastic. Oh, I need coal. Coal, who's got me coal? Add the right ingredients or empty out the tank. What have I done wrong? Temperature. No valid. Okay. Shift to dump. No, I'm good, thank you. Plastic. This is why sometimes it's very confusing, this mod. I've just used the... It's only... Oh, it's 10... I think there's still a loss there, so I'd rather go for this. Required temperature, so it needs to be at 100. There's too much heat? Or just the way that this is set up? I have to put it in a different position. Go in there like that. We'll keep trying until we find out. Looks like the same result. What is it? 3 out of 6 blocks. 3 out of the 6 blocks of... Okay, so we've got to cover that back up. Is this just doing nothing? Just cover this up. God, some people create the weirdest mods. 1 out of 6 blocks are the... That's because I have to put the lava in front of it to count it as full, covered. Add to the right ingredients. Oh, oh, there we go. Don't know what I did right that time, but okay. Maybe it's just I didn't have everything covered, so that's the reason why it was. I spray it. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, plastic! Plastic! We got the plastic. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it all. We're rolling in plastic now. Plastic. Plastic. Yeah. Yeah. So we need RGB, I think still. Rose. Red. We gotta have a dye recipe for that, right? Yeah, I knew it. Cool. We got the dye recipes. We got the dye essences, so this should be easy. This already have that, but we'll just make some more. Never mind, we can't make more with that. Lapis. Lapis lazuli. I'll grab some more lapis from our storage over here. Like a bunch of it. We put the RGB in. Select plastic. Grey plastic. Grey plastic. Grey plastic. Grey plastic. Ah. 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 Yeah. Yeah. We got plastic going. We got plastic, which is all we need for this whole system. Everything's all Gucci now. How much of this oil is left? A lot of it. Let's just put this into there. I can just fire or whatever. Just did it immediately. Immediately. Okay, never mind. Okay. We Newman through things. Let's just put chesty over here of things related to this area. My stone axe, well, that's not related. I made 2 of those. I guess I didn't need to. We made plastic. Plastic is very important for things that we need to make for this thing. Osmium Presser. We need steel casing. We need steel. Steel? Do I not have steel? Oh, I think I used all my steel. I think I know what happened. I used all my steel to make dark steel. Take all that out. Osmium is there. Okay. We need a few things. First is lava. Need to put the lava into here to heat things up. We need, I think it's coal. Wait, I can just make. I can make better, easier steel than that. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Ingot. Okay, I need to go grab coal off of somewhere. You've got all my coal, don't you? Bam. You in there. You in there. There. You in there. You in there. You in there. Cool. You in there. Gucci. Ew. Ingot. What? I don't already have one of those in there. It doesn't like recipes like that, I guess. Coal. Bam. Iron ingot. hammer. Yeah, it doesn't. I guess it doesn't like recipes that doing that again, isn't it? Sometimes the items get bugged. Yeah, it's bugged in here, so I gotta make it else. Not the perfect mod, I guess, but retro. Maybe, but Jurillian can see both sides of your model at once. I don't get the reference, but welcome on in. Hello, Wireball. Hello, Retro. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. We're playing the mine and the craft. Oh, wait. I gotta get some of this stuff. I gotta make some of the stuff first. Howdy, howdy, howdy. How are you all? Hope you're all having a good day. Oh, there's Darillion. There's the reference that I'm missing. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you have a good stream. How are you all? We're playing Minecraft Project Ozone 3. We're making different systems here. We're trying to get to what we're trying to do a certain thing. We wanted to start with this mechanism mod, digital miner, and then we wanted to move on to this, but then we had to find out we had to start to this, to go to this, to go to this. So we're going through the stages of things. But hello, welcome on in. I am Salam, the Psychic Slime, and yes, we're playing Minecraft. It was fun. We were putting water slides on a big robot. Functional, good for parties. It's regarding Richard saying that the trick is that nobody can see your decals on the model and position exactly the same as the other. True. Let me put it out. They can see. Damn, got that omnivision. Got the Hyuga. What's it? Oh, what's it called? Byakugan. Got the Byakugan. You can see all around. You're so annoyed. You're writing things out. I've written down what I wanted to do for the stream, so I can stay focused and not like go off and do something that I shouldn't do. Hello, sir. Can I interest you in a stabbing? There you go. Yeah, we're trying to get to a digital miner because we need a digital miner to be able to get crystals. We need specifically these crystals here, simple crystals. And I don't want to go off into the Twilight Forest to mine them, so I have to go randomly find them. So with the digital miner, I can just throw that down and it'll look for things. Hopefully. Now that I've actually thought about that, I forgot I actually need an original source of the block. So I'll have to find one at least to be able to do this, but I would have had to do all this mod anyway. It's a big mod pack. As you can see, like, this is just one quest line. You've got like a billion quest lines to go through to keep you busy. Oh, that's not the right run. Yeah, you get like up to 9x9 crafting, and then like it's very, very intense when you get into it. If I type in infinity ingot, you got like stuff like infinity ingots where you gotta like make all this stuff here. You gotta make catalyst by making this stuff here. And then you got to make an ultimate singularity by making this stuff here. So as you can see, it gets very intense as you go on further. I don't know if I'll ever complete it, but I still have fun when I'm playing it. At the moment, we're just doing something simple of making hardened stone. So make a stone hammer. It's not allowing me to take this out of my inventory right now. Unless, can I just find it? If I find it, no, it's bugged out, so it's not letting me take the hammer out, unfortunately. Hammer. We need steel right now. Steel's our. There we go. We can make them in here. So steel ingot. We just made plastic out of LPG. We needed LPG from oil, so we got the oil from another place. We put the oil into this machine over here. Currently blocked off because this thing turns lava into obsidian. I'm gonna show you in a sec. It turns oil into diesel, kerosene, and LPG, and we use that LPG to turn LPG into plastic, and that plastic we make plastic. Water slide decals. Ah, okay. Okay. Still, maybe you should save that idea for, you know, the future. Add, like, water slide decal, actual water slides on a robot. Very, very functional for parties. But yeah, at the moment we're just trying to make some more steel for, osmium compressor. Because the osmium compressor lets us do more mechanism stuff, which is good. Why is it only letting me do one at a time? I'll have to... there are other ways to get ingots. I just thought this would actually be the quickest way to do things, but apparently wasn't. So we need a osmium... this is my little storage system I've got going on. It's a computer that, like, holds hard drives of all the different items that you can store. Think of them like chests that hold the information of what you put into them. And I put them all into this little thing, and I've got a little terminal that I can, you know, look for things. I've got, like, 16k diamond essence, along with, like, a lot of stuff. We've got a lot of stuff here, so we're not hurting for resources at the moment. Osmium compressor. I do have a technical 3D printer that I can use. It's technically a 3D printer to some degree. It's a 3D resource printer. This is diamond essence. I knock that, it gets picked up into here, and it gets taken into my computer system. So bit by bit, these things break them, and it'll create the resource that I want it to create. And I can almost spawn in diamonds to some degree. It's just spawning in diamonds. If I wanted to be even, like, smarter with it, I could spawn it into a crafter, which will craft them together and just make them diamonds immediately. But I'm not bothering with that right now. I'm not making it that complicated. Okay, we got the steel things, so we just need the other stuff that we need for this. Osmium compressor. A lot of going through the resources of the thing. Okay, using the recipes to, like, really do these things. I could have done that twice. And we get an osmium compressor, which is a very important thing. I hope it was all fun with your stream. Okay, so we got this osmium compressor. Osmium compressor lets it do stuff with osmium, which is refinement to make the ingots that we needed to make, which is made by using the osmium compressor with the refined obsidian dust, which we actually have that. I'm gonna take this refined. I think we need osmium. I think we need osmium. There we go. There we go. 12 steps to get where we needed to get to, but, you know, we've got to do it. Because we need to make alloy. We're making a robot right now. A robot. This little guy here will be a robot. And we needed, no, not that. We needed the other thing. Yeah, we needed refined obsidian ingot. What are we missing from? Yeah. Let's chuck these. We actually might just chuck these into here. We just have them all in the right spot. And put those back in. A robot. Tablets are easy to make. We need more of these, so I think I've got some of those cooked up. Yep, lots of those cooked up. Grab all those. Chuck them in our system. Take the refined ingots. Put them in our system. I have in a robot. We'll make one. I don't have enough. Maybe I've got. Yeah. Apparently I don't have enough gold. Let's remedy that fact. Yeah, into there. Put them onto there, and those will get put into our little furnaces here. These are a lot quicker than using our smelter at this point. There we go. So, take those. The rest can come for later. At some point I'll create a system to type in robot first. We'll create a system to have every ingot thing covered, but I'm not fussed about it right now. We got that part. We got make that part. We have got those. You just don't want to register that I've got them because they're in my inventory. Are you gonna bug out again when I try to? I just made you personal. Stop this right now. Personal storage. I have to make it outside of the thing, I guess. You are doing this. It's stuck. They're stuck in there now. I'm gonna have to make 2 more of them. Some items get stuck in my system, and it's annoying me. I need the steel, the atomic alloy, steel ingot, atomic alloy. This is why I did want to keep things out of the thing. Just take them back out. Is it keeping? Is it just keeping? No, it's just weird bugs. Refined ingots. Okay. That should let us make robot now. Robot. A robot. A robot. It's a robot. And we need a charging thing for that. I know that much. Doesn't show it here, but we need charge in pad. Vehicle charge. No, we need just a charge. Vehicle charge. Charging station. Charging rune. Is there a charging pad? Vehicle charging pad. Block of dish. Dish. Unrefined dish. Dish or not. Nope. Charger. What is the easiest charger that I could make? Into IO, extra planets, into open computers. Simple wide charger probably. Charger. Transfers energy from capacitors into resistance and drones. The transfer the incoming redstone signal. I don't think I need to charge this thing, but right. I don't actually need to charge this little dude. Here's a little dude that I can be able to put down, but I guess I can't put him down when he's can't put him down on half slabs. I don't know why I can't put him down. But we're gonna be using his body anyway for a digital miner. That's the more important thing that we need right now. Requires robot, which we do have. Right, we do have that. Got the robot. Teleportation cores, so we need lapis. So we need to break down some of our lapis here. Robot, yeah, we've got a robot, but they're robot, but they're called robots. The little robots, you should be able to place them down. I don't think I can place them down because it's not charged. Let's just, for the sake of it, simple charging. Where's the charging? Simple wired charger. Electrical steel, we actually do have a cow for that. Hopefully this is enough to appease the gods. Go into there like that. That's 6 ingots. How much did it say I need? Simple charger. Wide charger. We need 4. So we have to appease the robot gods so they don't murder us when they inevitably take over. Yeah, I'm glad I just got... So yeah, I just milked a cow for its molten electrical steel. One of the mods where like you can have cows that have different fluids inside them, that you can milk them for different things. There have been iterations where they carried playthroughs, but in this one they got rid of the best one, which was just an LPG cow. At the moment I've got blazing pyrithium, molten electrical steel, refined fuel, and molten aluminum. But I'm not really fussed at the moment about the cows that I have right now. I'm all set. Simple charging base wide charger. I can make that part in the simple wired charger. Oh, there we go. Bam. Okay, we can just try chucking that on top of there. Almost crashing my thing. I would need one of these at some point for some of the items, but oh, yeah. For some reason it was look at him! Look at the little guy. I can't. There we go. There he is. He's spinning around. Maybe I need a vehicle bay to vehicle. Maybe it needs to have the vehicle charging pad. Be able to do what I need to do. I can't get to that without going through like 50 different steps of... Yeah, I can't get to that. Yeah, hopefully we can throw him down. We'll just do that. Let's see. Oh, we can't deploy him. How do you deploy the... Do a thing. Do a thing. I feel like I need a station. Robot. Robot. Mining robot. It's an Atmechan. So these robots, I think you can just have go do things, like they would just run off and go like harvest things depending on what you need them to do. Yeah, I don't know how I summon him. Because you can have him run around, I know that, but I just don't know why I can't have him. Maybe because I can't... Yeah, that's very weird. I don't know why I can't use the robot. Can I Google why I can't use robot? Project Ozone 3 can't deploy robot. Doesn't look like I can use it. Well, at least I can't find out how to use it. That's a shame. That's a shame, because look at the little guy. He runs around and does things, but I guess I need something extra. Was there any more? A pet robot, but I can't pet him. I can only do that. I don't know why. Just hate me? Does he hate his master? This is such a cruel world. I cannot pet... You cannot pet the robot. Well, you're gonna die now. I'm gonna turn you into other things. Logistical sorter. Right, I was making lapis, wasn't I? This is Minecraft mods packs. You just like get so distracted by all the 5 different steps you have to go through. Okay. There we go. We got our lapis. Digital miner. What did I run out of? I ran out of... Okay, you can only make 2 of them at a time. Steel casing, which means I need more plastic, which to go get the bucket. Bucket. Teleportation core. Cool, cool. Oh, so it's empty because I've got to put the plastic from there into there. One more. Yeah. Blanc. Blanc. Oh wait, lock selection. Okay, cool. That's cool. There's a little bit of hassle. Yeah. We don't need to do that one. We are doing digital miner. We need more steel. Means more iron. You know what? I'm gonna go chuck some of this iron and coal into the thing so I can have steel being made. It'll save me a little bit more time over having to do this. Put that in, and then just funnel those into the smeltery, please. That's molten electric steel. We don't need that. Who puts the coal in first? Is he gonna put a whole lot of iron? Oh, that never mind. Fine. Boom. But yeah, we're trying to get to this stage here to do these things. We're trying to get these things here specifically, which requires me to use a digital miner. Doesn't require me, but it's gonna simplify me getting a good head start on this. Because if I just find a few, I'll eventually run out and they'll be annoying. That's why I'm trying to do the digital miner to get into that. Waiting for the steel. We could have made a few bars by now. Yeah, I like the little systems that I've got going on here. I really just I made like a giant section of like 4x4s. Oh, sorry, 7x7 gardens with like absorption hoppers just above it with a chest, and they were their own little gardens, and I'd have to go in there and like manually smack them to get their resources. But I discovered this mechanical user, and it like auto knocks things, so it's way more efficient. Steel block. Bonk. Not enough free space. Damn. Then and after. Or it's already done it. Steel. Bonk. Get a little bit of it going. Eventually you have systems to cover all your ingots. I can get to a point where I can just spawn even further. I can do mob duplication, but after like discovering how easy and simple this is, it's so much easier to just do this for my materials that I need. So we'll be probably using agriculture. Oh, that's actually what I wanted to be doing. It still continues that last block. Yeah, we're trying to do this to get into to make this more efficient, doing the essences. If we can get to that, we'll be able to do AgriCraft so much easier, and it'll unlock basically everything. If I just do like little seven lines, well, the soundtrack it's a soundtrack from old school RuneScape. It's the go-to for me for when I'm out listening to, or when I'm, because Minecraft has music, but it's sporadic on when it decides to play, so I prefer to just have a different soundtrack playing altogether. Okay, one last time, please. Digital miner. I could probably give it's good music. I enjoy it. That's the soundtrack there. That's the playlist of all 500 something songs. That. Yeah, I think I need to make this in my thing, which needs Teleportation core. And circuit. There we go. I know there's a reason why I kept stuff outside of the thing. Digital miner! Nice. Put those in there. Bucket gate goes there. We got our digital miner here. What we wanted. What we need is let's see what biomes. Simple crystal deposit. Okay, so I think, yeah, look, so this is what we're trying to get to. Magnetic. In a bucket of lava, and I can make that. Singular bucket of lava. Trying to create the system that I need to power this thing while I can like pick it up and put it wherever I want. Magnetic crucible. Gold. Let's go. Furnace. Need the furnace generator. I want them. Gold. Take that. And damn it. Magmatic. Need the redstone now. Magmatic. Cool. We also need a crucible. Specifically need this one. Is that Rosic 7? Put that there. Fire that bad boy up. Can I beat it? Can I beat it? No. Oh, I did. I beat the servo. That's that. We need a heat sand. Heat. A wheat? Heat sand. All good on the lurk. A lot of it's me just rambling about recipes. There you go, have a wonderful rest. All good, Retro. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for the raid. Stopping by. Fluid pipe. I'm using this fluid pipe because it's lava safe. I've had issues with the fluid duct. I think if you go on it, it says will break if contents are extremely hot colors. We can't use this one. I like the technical commentary. I'm trying to explain why I'm going through the process of what I'm doing. I feel like it helps to understand what I'm doing. You know, like I could just be like, I need to get this thing. That's what I'm doing, and then just like proceed to like go through recipes after recipes after recipes. It's a great mod pack. Like seriously, I can't remember if I specifically showed it off. It's got like, it's a good way to learn mods because it tells you like how to get through, like what's the progression of this mod. You need to be going through, like even for like this, it goes through all the armors that you can go through all the way up to like the very last ones, and it teaches you how to like use a mod. So I like it. It's a good equilibrium. It's got lots to do, and eventually you can make cool stuff like infinity. I can't remember if I showed this one off. I forget who I showed this off to, but yeah, you make crazy stuff over time. It gets pretty intense, but you try to find ways to automate these things so you've always got the resources that you need. Hit bobbing with my little Minecraft. It's called Project Ozone 3. It's a pretty old mod pack. It's got a lot of it's from an older version of Minecraft, so it's not got some of the newer stuff that people have. Yeah, the people that I first watched play this was the Yogscast, and they beat it. over time, and it's a very, very extensive mod pack, but it has a lot of fun stuff in it. Like the one thing I wanted to actually quickly, I probably could quickly make a jetpack. Let's see if we can quickly make a jetpack. Looks like we can. We just go like that. It's doing this where I've got to put things in my inventory because it's not recognizing that I've got them. So I need tin and steel out of here. A little bit buggy, I guess, in some spaces, but it's not terrible. Terribly bad. Jetpack. Get the jetpack. This came to a longer word, and there was a sign warning people that they were going to be bad if they kept putting pressure. Ah, yes, the good old griefing. Or you put like lava in the spawn points, and then they invented lava protection, but that didn't stop some people. They still found ways to get around that. We're gonna make the armored version of this because why not? Crushed. Let's just be baller and crush a bunch of diamonds. Let's just get 64 diamonds and go over here and be like, yo, where's my pulverizer? Pulverize 64 diamonds. Yeah. Right next to the nuclear reactors. Yeah, I've never had... I've always been warned about how, like, nuclear reactors can explode on me. But I've never had one personally explode on me, so... maybe I should count myself lucky on that. Need bronze. Bronze is just a mixture, an alloy of the tin and... tin ore and bronze, copper ore. I can just go smelt that in the smeltery. Just does the written designs. I was worried. Ooh, bonk. Bonk. Goes in. I should be using maybe blazing pyrotheum instead of lava. I think blazing pyrotheum speeds up the process, but yeah. We're trying to use this. There are multiple jetpacks, but this has always been like the better one I felt. Like there's this one here, but until you get like all the way up to here, it's like doesn't store enough. And with this armored jetpack, you can it's way more functional. There we go. Molten bronze. I need 2 ingots of it right now, so I'll come back to it later. Cool. That is out. I don't know why you need bronze specifically. Armored jetpack. Oh, wait, no. I was gonna say, is it? Hopefully, it's remembered that I've got that. I have to make something else to put the pressure into it. So I need to do air compressor also. One of these compressors I have to use to make the jetpack work. Wait, no, maybe it's not under here. It's under Tau. Russia enrichment chamber, pressurized reaction. One of these had a jetpack symbol. Not there. Sigma, Epsilon. I'll make sure I'm not doing the wrong thing. Maybe it's not the air compressor. It's how do you charge a hydrogen? Hydrogen. Hydro. Yeah, I need hydrogen. I need the mechanism. I go through all the different things just to find the right one that I need. All the elite and advanced versions of them. Compressing, combining, pure injecting, so okay. There's the elite. Metallurgic infuser. Teleporter. There's chest. Chemical infuser. hydraulic separator. That's what we want. Sorry, electrolytic separator. No, wrong thing. This thing. Okay, we can potentially make this thing. Electrolytic separator. Need crushed gold and crushed osmium. Osmium. Gold. All my gold's over there, isn't it? I put it all into it's all been cool. There's the dust we needed. Is it gonna work with electrolytic? We need the right kind of gold dust, maybe? Okay, it looks like it takes whatever gold dust you put into it. Rest of that into there. I'll do for this specific thing. We'll put them in the top there, like this, so that it'll get fed into there once it's run out. I only need as much as we do for what we're doing right now. Cool. We got our dust. Anybody know dust? Electrolytic. Or oh, I need iron dust and osmium. What? Oh, I need it. Okay, just need iron dust as well. Okay, that's now inventory. Iron. Yeah. Oh, put that in there. No, not that. Not that. Not the steel. That one. That one. There we go. Jeez. It'll go through and do its thing. Pulverized iron. Electrolytic. Ore. Cool. And I put all those iron. Electrolytic. Ah! My mouse was over there and it was reading the recipes. Electrolytic. If you hover over here and type R or U, it'll be recipe or use. So what it can be used for, and what it can be thinged. How to make it. Okay, so water going thing. Fluid duct. And we need a tank. Here we go. That's what we have, a bunch of tanks for the tanks for this, because we accidentally had a bunch of tanks which were just randomly filling with water. I don't know why. It was annoying. That there. Put down a fluid duct. Put that there. Put the server there. Connect it. It'll put water into the thing. It gives us hydrogen. We can put that hydrogen into our thing. And probably all good, all good. I need a tank to on the other side to keep it filled up. Basic gas tank. You have to go through like a progression of these. Basic. Where is it? Losing it because he's moving it around. I don't want to put it into the thing. Oh. Tank. What does it need? More osmium and... Okay, so the advanced one is just... Okay, it's those things. And diamonds, okay. All of those in there. Gucci. I just need osmium in that chest. Osmium. Osmium in there. One more time. Tank. Down here for a advanced tank. The advanced tank. The elite tank. And we will not make anything further than that. We just need to have something that keeps the rest of this oxygen in. While that's filling up, we can make the boots. At mechanism. These there we go. Free runners. Can we take those energy tablets out now? Why can't we take those out? They're stuck in there right now. Very annoying. I can just go bam bam. What did I just run out of? Gold and other thing? Gold. Go grab all that gold. Most of our gold. Can't carry it all, too much in our inventory. Too busy trying to get around 5 different recipes. 3 runners. 1 more of those, please. Need the basic control things, which are, yeah, cool, 3 runners. Most you just charge there. They're really good shoes. They stop fall damage from like really high up, and they take out a charge out of it based off of the fall damage. Cool. Slowly that'll build up. We can replace these water tanks. We've got tons of them. We found a use for the tanks. Upgrades. Upgrade. That's mechanism upgrades. Speed. We can make some of those. At mechanism. Cool. Chuck that in there. It loads it up. It just means it's going to be using more power in general. Keep an eye on it. At mechanism. Go one at a time just so we don't overload the thing. Alright, 1 second. I'm back. Alright. Yeah, okay, that's why we don't do that, because look, it's just sapped all the power. You have to eject one of these out. We haven't got the right energy set up for... Wait, is it just not getting... Getting lava, it's just not getting enough power because everything's running. That into there. Put away some of our resources. Oh, I need those. I need this here. These are the setups that I need for this is basically the portable setup for power for me at the moment. I need the heat sand on top of the crucible going into. I can even map this out here. Bam bam bam, going into the magmatic drill. That's on top providing it with thing, and that goes next to that, so I have power going into the digital miner, and that should be Gucci. Just looking for this. Oh, right, because I took the power from those things. That's why we're running out of power. My boots took all the power. Still going, but very slowly. You know what they say? Just add another thing to the problem, and you get like. This isn't the best power system that I have. I need to create a nuclear reactor to really power everything efficiently. But we're not doing that on this. That wasn't the point of this stream. I was doing these things. We've done that. Oh, we've done almost up to that. We haven't done the mob duplicator part. We're done this part. We're just getting geared up to go, you know, to look for things. We wanted our jetpack and our free runners to begin with, so we can avoid any fall damage. Okay, that's good enough. As you can see. Whee! And without the boots, we took a little bit of damage to our kilojoules there, so we get to keep the keep avoiding taking damage from being up high up. So that's Gucci for us. Let us. Ooh. We need to actually Great. Take 5 just to be sure. Got a really high jump now. That's the only thing. A bit of an issue. It's got like modes where you can what's it called? Let's stay in motion. Is this broken at the moment? Oh, okay. I do need to find one. Okay, I've left my pickaxe that I need back home. Where have I put the pickaxe? Pickaxe, where are you? There you are. You're the one I need. Okay, I'll be able to find simple crystals here. I need specifically to find one of them so that I can set it up properly. But we'll clear the area out and put down what we've got and have it. See if we can do it without the item. I don't think I can. I need specifically a block of the thing that I need. So, oh, jeez. Power goes in back. Outputs there, I think. Is there a power symbol somewhere? Is it on the back? I don't know. Let's do that. I'm gonna put this here. I want it to be in line with the oh, I've got a broken shovel, I think. Okay. Go that. We fill up the levers. Got the levers. Some wood. Make our own lever. Punching wood, even though there's an axe in my thing. Oh, we'll make a few just to. Oh, wrong way. That way. Always do it wrong. Okay, and then we get the cobblestone generator. There. Does it not take out of it immediate? Okay, so I need the hopper. Annoying. I need the hopper to be able to take out of it. Ooh. Hopper. Yeah, by the way, this is a skyblock problem that I can't get these things because the only way to get them isn't in, I think, here. But I haven't been able to use until you get to this point, you can't do the Lordcraft stuff. There we go. Funnel that into the powers that. Config. New filter. Or directory. Simple. No. Material? Is that's if I had the thing. Simple crystal deposit. I don't think this will work though.
This is so unfair.
Oh. Simple crystal deposit. Yeah, it hasn't come up with a thing, which usually means it's... Yeah, it's not found anything. Oh. Oh, might as well chuck the upgrade in there anyway. When we want to use it. What's the config again? Private upgrades. Oh, what? Why did I... All as well, auto check critical. Oh, how do I get the config back up? I'll reset. Yeah, this unless I yeah, so I need one of those items to silk, and I need to silk touch them. That's when I need to go just mining in the little hole that I've already started. Might be a little back and forth trying to find this and going, you know, oh, what you doing in here? Get wrecked. Let's try and find it. We'll get those as well. I should really mine that specifically with the silk touch, so I can have that as well. That's overworld quartz. With dark down here. You see what I mean? It's just like basically about randomly just digging around till I maybe find what I need. Which is why I'm using the digital miner. Silicon ore. Don't need that. Thankfully I've got this. Oh, more oil. We're just finding more oil. All the oil you could eat. We will silk touch these. And get rid of this in our inventory. Yeah, what? Probably shouldn't be putting oil torches next to oil, but whatever. Our pick's about to break as well. There you go. We have to go back and fix it up. These aren't even the best picks that you could probably get. There are like strategies to getting the best pick in the game. Just has like a bajillion durability. Bone in there, why not? Hold on to that for now. Don't need the crates. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Need that, don't need that. Don't need that. That there. Go there. I want I can just go there for now. Don't need any levers. And we don't need golden lassoing anything. I came to fix my... Where's my Manulian? Manulian! Manulian. 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 Where are we going? Burp. Normally, there are waypoints that I can like put down But I'm just using the journey map to do this rather than bothering with that, because it'll just be more hassle. Rather just speed up the process just a little bit, you know. Okay. Just not getting lucky on this. I don't even fully know if... I really do hope it's in this... It is in the, you can find it. If you can't find it, I've wasted a lot of time to get to this point. Pretty sure you can find it somewhere. I can't think of any other place to find it. If I can't find it here. That is the problem. Let me double check. I didn't want to keep googling every answer and trying to figure things out, but if I just very simple crystals. Okay, apparently they're pretty sparse, but they are in the Twilight thing. We don't have to worry about that. We might not be getting to Lordcraft this session. We might be getting to about here-ish, getting it to this point, and but I don't know. It depends on how quickly we can find these things. They're telling me to go caving, so maybe it's better to go caving rather than... Did I fix this? I didn't fix my thing. Probably better to go caving than what's it call it? Ooh. Bam. Blanc. We'll just go look into finding like an actual cave. Maybe it'll be easier to... Now that we've got the combination of the two things, the glider and the jetpack, we can just go like this for a while. And just go try and find some natural caves. They're just natural oil. Okay, oil is less infrequent than I thought it would be. So this is something of a natural caving. Oh, just a chance cube. Well, that was Darude. Haha, get it? Darude Sandstorm. Haha. Oh, we found this thing. Yeah? Laughing at me, huh? What you got to laugh about, huh? Do you realize who I am? What hit me from... Oh, you hit me from behind. Kill all the things. Shuriken. Ah! Ah! Firebug. I can't see, but I can still kill. Effectively. I'm gonna go 5 things. Need simple crystal. Just need simple crystal, please. Need a simple crystal. I'll know it when I see it. That is our actual spawners. That's the one thing that would be nice to have more fun for it as well. Is Domino's specials. They're a literal item in the game. They're really handy for just food in general. All of these resources here, but not a single one that I need. I need simple crystals, not the fancy stuff. Remember to mine it with the right tool as well. Okay, well, that's annoying. Not what I need. Gotta take a quick look around. Make sure we're not missing any. I've seen lots of quartz, but no simple crystals. They're like the big gate for what I need. Right, we'll ditch this place. Try and find another spot. Okay. Try over here. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's what we're looking for. Exactly what we're looking for. This stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we got the ore for it as well. Is there any more around here of it? Miner infused. Maybe we'll need. See, this is where the silk touch pickaxe comes in. Pretty clutch around these here. When you've got the digital miner, that means you can just mine things in an area. Yeah, we are Gucci. We can do what we want to do now. Okay. Config. New thing. Item stack. I think it's item stack. Save. Back. Now this little 2 mine thing needs to go to like 2 billion and I'll be happy. We got 15. And mine 15. So it has to find them and it can replace them if you want to replace it, but I'm not bothering to replace them, just having it mine the place. Somewhere in the area. It's mining it. Is it? Okay, wait. Reset config. Fire placement. Fuzzy. I know what fuzzy is. Auto eject silk touch. Silk touch on. Well, we got simple crystals there, so I've got 12 of them so far. And you just hold on to one of them, and what we'll do is stick that there, just so we have it. Yeah, cool. So we can mine these with the things. I've got 43 now, which may seem like a lot, but you go through quite a few of them when you're doing Lordcraft stuff. Is it on? Auto pull, auto eject. Can't full. It's found things, but it's not mining. Maybe I need to increase the speed. Well, we'll go check back home. Some speed upgrades. Need the osmium dust, which we should have more over here. Speed upgrade. Glass from here. Glass, please. You go here for some speed upgrade. Oh, upgrade. Oh, we need a few of them. Bam. Probably like max out the power of the drawer of that thing, but we can get a few more. That would be good. Yeah, how long? One or two should be fine. Maybe just get up. Why is it? getting it. Ah, maybe it only... Okay, maybe I've done this... Yeah, let's try resetting. Config. Item set. Delete. New field. Right, almost that I screwed up there, but I thought I had one here. Config. New item. Or directory? No. Serial. Save. Start. No, that's entirely more than It must be. Not bad. So it is this one here. Bar replacement, no. Fuzzy, no. Save. Start. And just lay an egg in the background. Silk touch is on. Taking... Not going. More speed upgrades in there until it stops accepting them. I don't know why this isn't working. Oh, that's why, because I had the redstone signaling on. Yeah, maybe you take some of these out. How fast is it going? Yeah, I need a disabled. Hi. Disabled? Is it, what's it? Power's coming in. Why is it not powering up? Start. Probably one of them, but and a very like bursted through all the power, and then like 5 joules. It's not saying it's not getting power. Or maybe it just used up all the power that was in the robot. I'm not actually connected to the thing at the moment. Basic. No, that's not what I want. I want that one. I want basic.
Don't touch me, foolish mortal.
So many troubleshooting problems. All the steps along the way. Yeah, we'll put the magmatic here. Is that the power source? Is this the power source over here? Maybe this is power? Maybe that's power. Maybe that's power. He thinks that's power, and the only power that I had before was from the robot. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's speed isn't we need more energy efficiency, but we can add more speed things. Let's just take all those out. We only got like a little bit of output from this thing. But as long as it's going, that's all that matters. It's struggling, but it's fine. There you go, it's auto ejecting things. What does this carbon loopback have? Night vision. Sure. Only I wasn't using the pretty much gamma jacked up thing anyway. Yeah, well, once we get the these ones, it should be Gucci. It's not an efficient way to power it. If I had the so once I get a wither star farm, I can make a wither generator. I believe. A generator. There is like a generator that uses a wither star near the stars. And I can make seeds to get near the stars pretty simply. Anyway. I just need to get 4, so I need to kill 4 withers, which is kind of simple. I just need to throw enough shurikens at his face. There's 3 faces. And yeah, once we do that, we can do more things. Yeah. Use my best pickaxe. We got 80 so far, I think. 80 is about good. So we'll let it. I don't know if it stays persisting, but we'll let that stay there for a second. So we basically did all of that. Get to this step here. We did the oil, plastic, mechanism, digital miner, crystal, woodcraft that we're up to. Why is there chicken there? The chicken get there. No baby. Okay. Before we continue, let's get some more food. Apple. Goose? No. Got no more apples left. Just cook these pork chops. Cooking the pork chops. Some point off. What I want to do is get us. I'm gonna create a lab-grown pizza, a lab-grown Domino's meat pizza, because I'll make essences, like plant essences of pig, chicken. Like if you go to the recipe of Domino's, I'm not lying to you. It is a thing. I'll make chicken seeds, cow seeds, pig seeds, and sheep seeds, and I've already got enough mushrooms. So I can get bread. I can literally make my own lab-grown Domino's special. But it's just a hassle to do 10-10-10, so that's why I'm trying to avoid them doing them on stream. Let's grab the pork. Alright. We can now officially continue, hopefully, more of this. If we can remember how to. It's under. Moo. Yes, we need to make an inscription. Inscription. We need all these tablets here, but right, we need the ember crystals from down below. And mana infused ingots, okay. Mithril? Where should we have mithril? We got some mithril, so we'll have to chuck mithril into the digital miner in that instant. It would be better to chuck it into the nether. Might do it in the nether because that way we can get the nether. Wait, can we actually? No, we've got to have some chunks, right? We've been going through all the different materials. We have mithril? Mithril? Platinum. Pretty sure platinum is mithril, right? Usage. Pulverized platinum. Platinum is platinum. Platinum. But only platinum. I mean, we have mithril. We don't have mithril. So we will do this. We will go here. Turn this one into something. Into a miner infused ore. And we'll take it over to our take it over here. We got 4 to mine. Fine. Reset. Config. New filter. Item stack. We want the mana infused things. Cool. And start. Cool. It'll go and look for some. But it's not going to find many. We need a bit of generator power for sure. Oh, we did find mana infused. Cool. So I don't know how much we need at the moment, but let it do its thing for a second. You just need to keep one of each thing and you should be okay. I'd have to move this around to other areas to get like it to mine things, or even increase its range. I think you can do range upgrades, but that'll use more power. So until I get better power, I won't be able to do that. Pretty sure that's an upgrade for this. Can't see it right now. At mechanism. Okay, this is the one place that doesn't have a range upgrade. Fine. Show me up then, will ya? We'll wait for this to finish and we'll go put this into the nether and see if it can find nether mithril. I don't think there's any simple crystals. Yeah, we can just take this and put it over the thing. I don't need that. Waste. Oh, two more. What I might do is get another magmatic thing made. I can take 2 of these. Keep the power going up a little bit better. Because the lava's able to keep up. The lava can sustain few generators. Just speed up the process. Need you to mine 1 more, please. 1 more. Just 1 more. Thank you. Now we can just assemble here. Goodbye. But again, I really want to just get a nether star system going. Because once I get the nether star system going, I can be way more efficient. Need the actual just need use. Cool. We got all these things here. Let's run over to the nether. I don't think there's anything in the end, so we won't be going to the end. Let's set up our digital miner in here. Put that there. Okay. Basic cable. You there. You go into the ground. Hey! Excuse me. I'm trying to mine your home for its natural resources, thank you. Ah, that's the problem there. Too close. Too close. Too close, too close. I think it's just as slow as using a pickaxe. Because I haven't upgraded. This is still a flint pickaxe. Did I just get attacked, or was that just the... Okay, don't worry. Don't think about it. Bam. 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 Lever. Apparently the lever was the one thing that decided to say that thing. We've got dropped by the and put it amongst the stone. I should just use the nether ones, which is like so much quicker to dip into here. The nether waste. Oh. Ryan. Cool. Right. What we need in here. Probably do cobalt and ardite at some point in this area. For now. New filter. It's not going to look for the ones, but I'm going to leave them there just so I don't have to keep putting in new ones. Save. Bam. If we start. There's none. Cool. Hopefully we can get by with the ones we have. Okay. What we're going to do is... I know there's a furnace down here that I want. What are you again? Stabilize redstone. Some of those are good cows, I just don't need them right now. I don't have to keep running back and forth. Keepers. It doesn't need to be here. Over to your home. I just don't need the seed processor, it's kind of useless. The pitiful amount of the resources you get from it. Yeah, so we want to keep one of our things. Okay, cool. It actually is better for me to chuck this in the furnace here, the smeltery, because it won't smelt in there, so we can't double it. What's the upgrades that we can get? What's this mod? It's furnace overhaul at the furnace. Well then, we're not getting that. I get. Wait, it's furnace processing upgrade. There's a processing upgrade. Never mind. Efficiency, double fuel efficiency. Wait, doubles output. Okay, yeah. Not happening. We'll just take what we get. Ah, but we do need a lot of this, don't we? Can we make seeds out of this? Okay. We need seeds for this. I'm not gonna go looking for mana infused stuff. I'm gonna have to use seeds for this because turning forward to seeds, it's so much more efficient. But yeah, that's I have to do that off stream because I wanted to try and get something done on this, but like, you know, like if I type in inscription, no, that's not. I don't think it recognized inscription. Need the crystal sim down below, so I'll have to do that as well. That's why I can keep this going in a bit. I need the crystals out of this. Inscription. So the way this works is knowledge. I like that they make these complex systems, complex systems with their mods, and then they name it something like Book of Knowledge. It's like it's a little funny. What's the easiest? What do I need to get to Arcane Forge? Yeah, I just need a tier 1 element of some sort. Okay, I think I can do that one. Avoid self metal. I think Earth's maybe the bit. I need to go down that one, but I don't know about ice. If I get ice, water ropes. Let's just go. I do need water shards. Unlocked by elemental tools. Elemental tools, is that just any tool? Where's elemental tools? Gem tools, light tools. Do I just need any, or do I need all? Ah, ads. Um, cancel. Yeah, I can force this by cheating. This is why I need to just go make some seeds to do this, because I can have 5 times imbued inscriptions, so I can just force it. Normally you're supposed to like connect these with the specific tiles and whatnot to do it. Draw T. It's tedious, so I can like speed run it by just making a bunch of plates and then just doing it that way, which is what I think I'll do. Yeah. But I think I might actually call it there. I know we didn't get all of my to-do things, but like, certain things got in the way there. Like the tank stuff, the weird tank stuff going on. That was annoying. Yeah, there's some things causing setbacks, but thankfully we got a good headway there on what we need to do. Okay. Yes, we will call it there for today, and we will raid on out. I'm gonna say goodbye to the YouTube side. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye. There we go. Dismiss there. Cool. And we'll close that because we don't need it anymore. We're going to type in the raid message.